And we are here with another EGAD game. Hello. If you don't already know, I'm Ike. I'm the local DM, your friend. The birds. Birds today. We're gonna be seeing a lot of birds. And from top to bottom, how about everybody introduces themselves and who they are playing as?
Hello, it's Chloe again. Hello. And I'll be playing this time Cassie Bromere, who's my half-toon, and my lovely Scottish bird mum gal.
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I will be playing my twinsies, Ellie and Layla Thomas. No relation to Ollie Thomas.
Oh yeah, they're not related. I don't.
Well, that we know of.
That we know of anyways.
Chloe!
Not that we know of. We'll find now. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hello, my name is...
campaign to figure it out. Sorry,
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. Hello, I am Kate T, and I'm going to be playing Gustav, my little bat bard. I love them very much. I'm very excited. That is it.
And hello, I am Spec, here with my little just ray of sunshine. I say little bot, not little character, Skipper! The Skipper!
The Skipper.
The Skipper.
The one and only.
The one and only Skipper Toonkind.
I mean, yes, Skipper Toonkind real.
Skipper Toonkind real. The singular, the only Skipper. Literally, he's like the only Skipper in the area, so that you get what we're going with
here. Wow.
Well, any which way, this game begins with you guys already wandering out to where you need to go with Ollie. Previous to this, though, you remember that there was a bit of a debriefing for this little quest to Teehee's Overlook. And you remember that Ollie, well, I would say that he said it, but, well, he doesn't have a voice, so he's written to you that very roughly there is a couple of rules to keep in mind when it comes to going through the jungle. Obviously, don't split up. Try to stick together if you can. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and if we get into any trouble, let's not forget to be kind to others and try to avoid any conflict. You know, help, not hurt. The basics. He knows that he wants to keep his group pretty lighthearted and all that stuff. Because that's just how he is. Anyway, it's a lovely sunny day outside. He gets to walk around through the jungle, and surprisingly, there was a pathway that was just behind his house that began to eventually lead up to what looked like a wooden bridge. And suddenly, you were on like this other side of what looks like one of the rivers nearby. And the more that you begin walking through and through and through, you can hear a couple birds just kind of whistle through.
I mean, I guess to start off, like, it should be known Cass is part bird and will immediately pick up on that and resist whistling back. Bird to bird communication.
There's gonna be a lot of bird to bird communication.
Yeah, Skipper, who is not bird at all, does not resist and starts whistling back.
Oh my god.
You hear a couple whistles back at you.
Oh, well, now Cass is doing it too. Now that the gate has been opened, there's no closing it.
I hand you my little, my Gustav person takes out like a little flute and mimics.
Oh, no.
I think, when, I completely blanked on names. Skipper, that's it. When Skipper started whistling, Elias turned to him with stars in her eyes and wants to learn how to bird whistle.
I'm holding that so gently, okay. Skipper just is kind of like looks down at you with a smile and crouches down and what do I roll to explain how to whistle like a bird?
Oh, presuming that you are constantly with animals all the time, I feel like it comes pretty naturally to you how to go about it. Probably about the same as doing like a regular whistle, but you've sort of picked up on how birds do whistles differently. It depends what kind of bird, what area you're in, all that sort of stuff.
Can
You go.
Alternatively, it may be possible that you could have, say, like, there could be, you know how there's like, it's sort of like a whistle, like a handheld whistle. It's very possible that you could have one of those as well, or at least you're aware of them.
you know what? I'm gonna roll on Hammer Space to see if Skipper could actually pull out a little whistle to help do that. That's a D10. No, that was not a D10. I clicked the wrong number.
My
Jimmy's
favorite,
okay,
my
okay,
favorite
that didn't
die,
happen.
the D19.
Oh my god!
Oh, fumble.
It's a fumble right off
fumble.
the bat.
Me
Awesome
having to hunt.
Speaking of
Me having
bats,
to hunt down my fumble chart.
If you
Did
don't-
I ever write it?
If you don't have your
I forgot to write it
on
down.
hand, I can get you the default one for time being.
No,
if you
I
need it.
have my extremely important fumble chart.
Okay.
You know the importance of this fumble chart.
Bless.
I have to go through so many things. You know, other people talk while I hunt down this fumble chart.
Skipper's gonna be fiddling through his pockets for a solid minute. You know, hand neck deep in. You know, it's too logic. You gotta admit sometimes that pocket's gonna be deep. But in the meantime, though, you do also recall that Ollie did have some notes and all that on it, and it might be good to check in with him just to see, what is this place again? Why are we going there? Because you did say it, but I need a recap.
Yeah, I think if the others are all busy with bird calling, that Layla will have walked up to Ollie to find out more about where they're going.
You could definitely do that. Ollie probably takes notice of that and begins to write down in his little notepad, as per usual. At least currently that's how he's going to communicate for a while. He begins to flip back a couple of notes, writes again, flips back for checking, writes again, and finally brings it over and says, well, Teehee's Overlook was a place that I didn't get to adventure into so much, so to speak. Rumor has it, people have found a hut at the very top, and it's meant to have one of the most lovely views in the area. Apparently there could be stuff up there. I don't know what it could be, though. Unfortunately, the last time I was there, I was much younger, and I was with Dad and my ex-wife, Leota. And at the time, Leota was very, very afraid of animals. Extremely afraid of animals. So we didn't really get the chance to stick around for very long. I did, however, snag a statue before leaving. So I have that currently in the manor.
Yeah, just a nod.
So essentially, we are just exploring to see if there is anything there, if there's anything we might have missed from that time, if anything has changed. Just a general check-in.
Yeah, you get a thumbs up. Layla doesn't say much.
Oh. That's still precious, though. Like, wanted to know and then just... I don't know, I love that. Anyway, I feel like at this point, like, Cass is probably walking, but just staring at the trees the whole time. Like, not looking at the ground, but just, like, you know, looking for the birds and stuff. Lost in the sauce of birds. Also, like, it should be mentioned her wings are folded up right now, so they look like a shawl. It's not obvious that she's part bird in any way. Like, her shawl looks like feathers, but it's not, like, it doesn't look like bird wings. Definitely
It
not.
just looks like it's bird-themed.
Yeah. So like
bird theme.
she makes, and when she calls out these bird whistles, they are like accurate. So that's a thing.
She knows her way around birds.
Yeah.
You know, some tunes just have a theme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if you're not quite a toon, but just an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The theming kind of rubs on after a while. I'd assume that.
Oh yeah, she's becoming more and more toon themed the longer she's been in Anquil for sure.
In the meantime, though,
Wonderful.
Ollie, he's been hiking up ahead. He's been probably like at the very front of the group. He's pretty determined to try to look into this location because it's been quite a while since the last time he was ever there. Which is surprising considering how close by it is to the house.
Quick question: how tall is everybody?
Ollie is exactly 5 foot.
I think the twins are 5'2".
Oh, Cass is 5'3".
Hold up. I think Skipper might be the
And is
tallest. Let
apparently
me.
Yeah,
me
I believe
grab the
Skipper's the
one-
tallest, if I remember right.
I'm trying to remember how tall he actually is. I've only once ever put his height down somewhere.
Can't remember if it was 6 foot or like 5'8" or 5'10", around there.
See, here's the
It's
problem.
definitely
with
way taller.
my idea of what a normal height is kind of permanently ruined by a certain other character of mine.
What
Don't
is
know who
normal
that is.
height?
He's I think I had him at 5'9".
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's how tall I am.
sounds right.
Okay, cool.
definitely taller than the rest of the party.
I was just curious.
Very
'cause-
tall in toon standards.
Yeah, I was just curious because my little bat is 2'4",
Oh, cute.
and I'm just like, how high up is he looking?
Pretty high up.
I mean, unless you want to sit on somebody's head or sit on someone's shoulder, perhaps to make it a little easier on you.
Nah, he's got this. Just imagine his little legs.
You're just keeping up with the rest of the group, despite everything.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like that, like that sound that comes with the legs that go back and forth, like the.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As they walk.
Yes. Beautiful.
It's a tiny little sir. But as they are still going through, and Skipper is still going through his pockets.
Oh, I got the cheat. I can roll now. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
Bring
I was
forth
gonna say,
your pockets.
he's scrolling through that pocket for a very long time.
Yeah, I just
That
didn't
was
want to
a
interrupt,
2.
beloveds. He pulls out a bag of lemur treats.
Ollie just glances over his shoulder to see how everybody's doing, notices the treats, and okay.
Ollie, you know, Skipper, you can instantly tell that if he has a bag of treats and is looking at them with a slightly confused face, it was a fumble.
Yeah,
Cass,
he gets that much.
Cass is just intrigued, like looking at the trees, like, oh, what are those? Did you see something around here?
No, that's my fumble. And he kind of pushed his hand, and I rolled another fumble.
I don't know if Cass knows what a fumble is. Hold on, because she has a hammer space, but I don't know if she's like figured out what the word fumble means.
Oh, or she's aware of what even like how it works. I take.
Yeah, I don't even think she actually knows how it works. What would I roll for that? Like, just like history?
I'd say
Intelligence?
history, yeah. I'd say history
Okay.
or intelligence, whichever one you want.
Okay, 16. She has a general idea. She probably doesn't ask about it at least.
Yeah.
But like,
He
yes,
reaches
more
in.
evidence.
And
Yeah, that 19. What did you
Bag
grab
of-
now?
he pulls out a bag of beetle treats.
Oh,
Are they beetles or treats for beetles?
They're treats for beetles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you get a You like animals a lot, don't you, sir?
There's very much a actual, like, genuine laugh before he goes, yeah. I like to keep them all on me in case I come across one of them. So they have a snack or two.
There's a very serious expression as Ellie is making this sort of like noted expression, like, aha, I will have to keep that in mind for later.
A second.
Gustav is looking at the snacks.
You're just eyeing them intently.
Does Gustav also eat birds? Or not birds, sorry, bugs. Bugs.
Yeah, it's a bat.
Not birds. Okay, great, because Cass also enjoys bugs on the occasion. That'll be great. That'll be a great thing.
Ollie's just kind of like looking over you guys like, okay, well at least we're prepared.
Wait, I'm
At least he
remembering.
gets that expression.
I'm remembering a thing. Are you the one in the belfry who has like the jam with crickets in it?
Yeah!
Funniest sentence to hear out of context.
I have no idea what that even means.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Just-
that's
I have something I
Crickets
need
are my
to. I need to tell you after this.
I have characters in the belfry. Don't traumatize them by eating bugs in front of them.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Anyway,
Beloveds, what?
Anyway.
We'll discuss this later.
Anyway, Gustav is eyeing your snacks. Not even subtly.
That's not a fumble that time.
You know what? I know he was rolling for something else, but considering he sees Gustav giving that look, he reaches in and, fun fact, he has this because it's on his fumble chart. He pulls out a bag of bat treats and just hands it to you.
Have I ever told you that you are amazing? Thank you. Takes them. Starts eating them
Gosh.
like a feral little gremlin.
I love him.
Ollie just gives a gentle nod, like, okay. Well, at least we got that settled.
Road snacks.
Road snacks, it's important. You gotta be prepared for anything.
This giant bag of bat treats in this tiny little bat's hands with the little legs.
You're just kind of like dragging it behind you.
Every 2 seconds, giant handful.
Great image. Great image.
He's hungry. He needs food. He's just a happy
He
little
loves
guy.
food.
Any which way, though, as you guys are beginning to walk further and further down, Cass, you said you were looking up at the trees, isn't that right?
Yes.
So let's make you do a perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay, that works. That works. So, as you were looking up at the trees and beginning to walk through, you begin to notice that the more you guys are going down this pathway, which looks like it hasn't been walked on for quite a long time, it looks like there's more and more birds the further in you go. You just begin to notice there's more birds perched up on the branches above, way, way above. Some of them may be watching you, some of them are minding their own business, doing their own things.
She gives them a little wave. She just does a little wave into the trees.
There's a couple small ones that wave back.
Oh. She I feel like at that point she'll just like look back at Ollie and be like, excuse me. Where did you say we were going again?
He begins to write back. He's about to write. He looks his notes, flips back to another page that has what he's written previously, and it says Teehee's Overlook.
I've never heard of it, but I do love this area. Look at all the birds.
Ollie just gives a nice nod, like, yeah, that's pretty nice. He continues to write down. From what I remember, it was very, very nice, very clean when the last time I was here during this path. It looks like nature has decided to kind of take over a little bit.
Oh, what's the problem in that?
Nothing wrong with
nice.
that, absolutely.
By the way, Cass,
course.
you now have an excited 16-year-old on you, like, birds, show me the birds.
I love it. She just like points up. She's like, look, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
So as you look at all the different kinds of birds, there's birds that don't even look like they even belong into a jungle, but somehow still kind of fit in. There's a lot of tropical birds, of course, as figures, we're in a jungle.
Is
There's a couple
anybody
toucans, there's even a pigeon for some reason. The pigeon just kind of, you can't tell where he's looking.
is anybody kind of suspicious about the fact that there's lots of birds here? Like, I don't know. Like, I know birds of a feather and all that, but like some of these don't even belong in the jungle.
Ollie shrugs.
I suppose they just found a really nice place and just flocked there.
Fair enough. Goes back to eating treats.
Well, I am remembering right now, I believe I should also roll for Ollie's curse of the day.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, great!
Listen, this man has picked up a lot of curses. He's got some curses stuck on him.
I literally know nothing about this character, and so this is news to me, and I'm smiling.
Let's see, what has he got today? Oh boy! Oh, this is fitting. Okay.
Don't look at that. I don't.
Cool. This will be fun.
Okay.
Love it.
It's gonna be a challenge for me, that's for sure.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
It's more for me than you guys. Any which way, we continue walking on forward, and we finally make it to what looks like a large stone gate. And it looks like it starts going up to a very tall hill, and you can barely see a bit of a roof at the very top. Of course, on the gate as well, there are 2 spots for statues. Only one statue of a very elegant-looking bird sits on it, however. You can only assume that Ollie probably took the other one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lola points at the place where the statue was and looks at Ollie.
She visually smiles. Yeah.
What kind of bird is the other statue?
Kind of looks like a... Let me pull up. Let me see. I'd say it kind of looks like your classic macaw parrot.
Okay. Good.
Has eyes closed, chest puffed out a little bit. Looks very proud.
Oh, parrots. I've only known a few, but my goodness, they do love to talk.
That would make sense.
Ollie gives another nod, yeah?
Did they know any jokes?
They are pretty good at jokes.
Damn, wish I could meet a parrot.
Yeah, maybe you will someday. There's a lot of birds around here. There's probably a few parrots.
Pan over to, like, it's only parrots.
There's an entire tree of parrots.
Meanwhile, bat in the middle. Man, if I could only meet a parrot.
Just behind the top, all the parrots staring at
If only I could see a parrot. There's like 5 different parrots already looking.
Eats more bugs
Just
from
intently
snack bag.
watching. You see a couple fly on over. They willingly take a look and inspect what you got.
If only I could meet a parrot!
You do have a few. Right there.
If only I could meet a parrot!
Alright, well, I suppose.
Uh,
Bats are blind. Are you blind?
That is common misconception, but if I wanted to get a good look at you, you could come down here.
She will crouch down. She will legit crouch down and, like, go on all fours.
Okay.
Crouches down, face first. Okay.
I have a gag. Is anybody, like, I have the mic far away from my mouth, and I won't make it too loud, but is anybody adverse to, like, gags yelling?
No, you're good.
Just,
I
okay.
think we're all good.
Cool. I point out bats can do echolocation, so they just look at Cass and go, okay, one moment. Ah!
Can you imagine? Hair just suddenly blows back and screech.
And like,
Just all tussled.
yeah, they're just like, oh, what a lovely individual. Nice to meet you. My name is Gustav. They hold out their tiny little hand.
Oh, I'm Cass. And she like shakes with like the point, like index thumb thing, like shake.
That would make sense. They have little tiny hands. And they, after they shake your hand, they immediately reach their hand back into the bag of snacks and eat some.
Yeah, she gets herself up and like dusts off her knees, and she's like,
Just keep staring at you while doing this, though.
Ellie has raised her hand in there. It's like, oh, to me next, me next.
Continues to do
Ollie
this.
nods, okay.
Just, you know, ah! Just like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Gustav. What is yours?
Hi, I'm Ellie, and that's my sister Layla.
Nice to meet you. Did you say Ollie or Ellie?
Ellie.
Ellie, okay, because I was about to say, isn't that the same name as that guy over there? The one with the little book?
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, Ollie's gonna go ahead and kneel down just to say hello as well.
You do not have to kneel as far as the others. Hello!
He waves.
Does Ollie know sign?
Nope.
Gustav
He can
tries
hear
to
you
sign.
just fine.
Well, yeah, but like,
he writes down. I can hear just fine.
oh, it isn't about hearing. I was just wondering if you wanted to communicate in a way that doesn't include the notebook, you know, accessibility and all that shit. But nice to meet you! My name's Gustav.
Ollie writes down quickly. It's a pleasure to meet you. I unfortunately I'm not sure if I know any sign language just yet. So
Well, it would be
Lots to
convenient,
do.
considering like what happens if you're in a high stakes adventure and you don't have a notebook.
He knows that's true. Yeah.
I mean,
That's a very
if
good
worse
point.
comes to worse, you can just point a lot.
That is true, but what if you have to be like, oh, the secret password is like, I don't know, Lippy Tappy Toota or something.
Well, I suppose you're doomed then.
Exactly. Doomed.
Ollie-
Just looks down matter of
Ollie-
factly.
He gives a thumbs up. All of this is entirely valid. Yes.
However, if you're doomed, say hello to Karen for me. They're great. They're part of HR in my old job. Well, I guess my current job, I'm on a leave. Apparently, I accumulated too many vacation days.
What?
He nods. Okay.
Do you get people who are doomed to go to your job?
Considering I work in the Nine Hells, yes.
She just blinks a few times, like.
I think Ollie's gonna blink in unison with Cass there.
Fun fact, it's not actually Nine Hells. There's more than that. I mean, Nine Hells is not enough. It's more of a branding issue than anything. I worked in the 10th Hell, which is more of like the office, portion. But that's beside the point.
What? We should explore there sometime.
Well, no, you really shouldn't. It's not great.
We
Ollie
should not
writes down,
explore there
"Isn't there-"
sometime.
It's a lot of
Do you
fire
get
and
this?
brimstone. But yes, I am literally a bat out of hell. I am aware of the irony.
Ollie just kind of writes down. I don't suppose you would be from Toon Hell, since we do have the nine.
Yes,
ones,
that's the
yes.
11th hell.
Oh. Okay,
I'm guessing
he
it
nods.
is a gag with 11th hour or something like that. But yes.
You know, it's okay. Okay. He's just
Also-
gonna write that down somewhere.
They
He's gonna have to fact check some of this.
Yeah.
But hey,
they turn to Skipper, who they don't know the name of yet. Also, you gave me food. I like you very much. What's your name?
Skipper.
Nice to meet you. They hold out their tiny hand very high.
And he crouches down and hands you a finger to shake.
It is shook.
He's just grinning at you.
I also like animals. Considering technically I could be considered one, which is why I'm very glad about these snacks. They eat more.
Well, if you ever need any more, just let me know. I have plenty. And he starts to reach in this hammer space just to prove.
Oh, do you have crickets?
Do you have crickets? I have crickets in my hammer space somewhere, but I don't know. They usually only come out for gags when I tell a bad joke.
I have a feeling Skipper would have crickets, so I'm actually gonna roll for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not actually very incentivizing to tell good jokes when crickets come out when you tell bad jokes.
Skipper
Well,
pulls out
yeah.
a bag of crickets and hands it to Cass.
She looks delighted and opens it up, just like, oh, these are the good times. He's like, oh, thank you. And she starts eating them.
Are they the little tiny black crunchy kind, or are they the green ones?
Oh no, they're the black ones. Do you want one?
Oh, hell yes.
She hands you a handful.
It's
Ask
both
them, you would
hands.
just be like, fruit.
Two tiny little hands reaching out to receive this little handful of crickets, and then all at once just hop.
Oh my gosh.
I think, well, you guys have been very much busy with these bugs, for sure, and snacks, you name it. Let's get everybody to do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good.
No!
Oh, joyous!
And I'll have
Heck
Ollie do
yeah!
it as well.
Yeah! That is a 20. That is a 20. That is a...
13!
Oh no!
My boy is
Oh,
only
boys.
level 3.
So let's see here. So, I believe that was Ollie, Skipper, and the siblings.
Yep.
Oh. So, the few managed to get out of the way, but for those that I already named, you have a bunch of birds beginning to swarm in, just out of nowhere. You don't know where they're coming from or for what reason, but there is a lot of panic all of a sudden. These birds are going way in, and it's hard to tell for why.
Oi! Don't touch my crickets!
Yeah, those are her crickets!
Get
Get your own!
You're going towards Cass at all.
Skipper just stands there. He's used to this with animals. He's just vibing.
he just stands. He just stands there, and there's just a horde of birds flying all around you nonstop. You hear so many squawks and squeaks, you name it.
Hey. Ellie's just like,
Skipper
"Hi,
voice, they're
I'm
talking
Ellie."
to me.
I don't really know if they really are. Are you're gonna get a literal bird nest in your hair if you let this keep happening, but I guess it's up to you. Give yourself that windblown look.
I mean, they're quite happy up there. Who am I to move them?
The individual who has become the perch, but you know.
Skipper, you want to do an insight check on the birds?
Yes, please. Oh boy.
You say, oh, they must be so happy up there. You say that, and as soon as everybody else looks up at your head, seeing a couple birds actually stand on your head, on your hat, there's a couple birds looking like they're pressing beak to beak. They do not look happy at all.
Guys, I think this is a turf war.
Oh no, not again! She ducks down!
Oh, I would love to hear about that sometimes. I don't have to duck though. First off, not a bird. Second off, short.
Hey, which way though, you guys begin to overhear what some of these birds are saying, because funny enough, some of them you don't need to use speak with animals to understand what they're saying, because tunes!
Oh, fun!
Oh, joys! But you can hear that there is this much older, serious-looking bird, very red and yellow-based. It looks like he's got a bit of a scar over, like, his eyebrow. He looks very, very serious. And you can hear him go, well, things weren't where they used to be. There's another bird that looks a lot more relaxed and looks like your typical macaw, and is going, can't we just get along? What happened to living in harmony together? There is another bird who looks like a city bird, or like a pigeon sort of, but a lot more plump than what you've seen. This little plump bird goes, well, it's the harm and harmony, that's what. I ain't no stinky forest when buildings can be made along the mountain. The pesky feathered fools are always getting in the way of any chance of building.
I hand you Gustav is just kind of leaning against Cass, stealing some of their crickets and being like, man, the drama here is quite interesting.
You hear that, and that city bird immediately looks at you. Gustav.
Hello! Have you considered
Hey,
that
what are you
you're...
guys
Babes
doing
from the
here?
ground.
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. What are you doing out here?
Well, considering there was a path through the woods, we decided to follow it, you know?
Oh, you tourists? I don't think we got time for tourists right now. We still have a thing we have a fight to deal with. No,
Yes,
we can't have the other people join over here. That's not fair.
Considering about not fair, you have been using my friend as a perch, so maybe find a tree instead. I know they're dressed in brown, but not that kind of tree.
What's it to you?
What's it to
Skipper's
me?
just eating the
bird
birds
here
at this point.
This bird over here doesn't seem to agree to what we need in this forest, this jungle.
Yes,
Well, maybe see the other.
have you ever
other bird
considered...
is beginning to get even more angry and goes, "Oh, but you can't even follow any rules. You can't follow tradition."
Well, tradition and rules are kind of separate issues, but if you want to have some sort of conversation like this, have you ever considered making some sort of, I don't know, counseling or, government type deal for this forest to have everybody on the same page, maybe sign some sort of agreement? I don't know. In hell, I was a notary, so I shrug.
You see the both birds, they kind of pause and listen to what you had to say there. I think for a moment, they look at each other, look back at you,
This is where you go back to fighting, isn't it?
back at each other, and they begin fighting again.
Yeah, there we
Squawks
go.
and everything nonstop, flapping wings nonstop.
They look at Cass very matter-of-factly, taking more of their snacks, and say, Toons, am I right? Very predictable.
I suppose I've only been here for like a year, but I agree.
You don't have to be here long to realize there's tropes abundant.
Oh no, I definitely picked up on that. Hey, how about we all settle down? We can be a jury or something.
Oh, I don't know if we have the correct qualifications for that, but maybe we could find somebody who is okay.
Maybe we can convince him.
All right,
Please don't
lying!
Stop yelling! Well, I wouldn't call it lying. We can still try to be a jury.
Is it a jury?
Now she's embarrassed.
Is it a jury if we're actually being the judges?
You do make a point.
Yes, I mean,
As
guessing
you
that
guys
you're
are
not on the
discussing
legal...
this-
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead, You can
Sorry,
finish that.
Gustav, I guessing you're not on the legal side of things in your chosen career.
No, I'm a leather worker.
Oh, I would love to see some of your work sometimes. That sounds fantastic.
Oh. And now I
casual
make a wisdom
discussions over
save.
here.
And then I make a wisdom save to see how much she blushes. No, okay, yep, she just gets all
Aw.
flustered about it. Like, oh, it's not, I mean, it's simple, really, I don't.
Um,
Anyway,
to stop... Oh gosh, we're gonna have to talk about your confidence levels later. Okay, Pat's you.
As you two are discussing all that, the siblings and Skipper, how are you guys doing? There is currently a couple birds on top of Skipper's head fighting against each other and arguing.
Skipper's trying to put food up there.
Like on the brim of their hat, just like,
they
enjoy.
They don't seem to be very interested, but you do see a much smaller bird beginning to go over to the food, for sure.
I think
Skipper
Ellie's
just
gonna
smiles.
be. Excuse me, do you need any help?
Oh no, I'm quite good. This is how I start the bond forming. I show that I'm being kind to them, and really they're probably just a little hungry.
I mean, I can attest to most of my anger is out of hunger, so that is fair. You do, however, look like one of those cartoon princesses, but in a violent fashion.
It's great.
You really do look like
Skipper looks at you. Behind him, the light seems to shine and little.
Yes, this is beautiful. 1 second. Pulls out camera and just...
Ollie, he's been just kind of like trying to make sure no birds are trying to sit on his shoulders because he doesn't know any of these birds, unfortunately, and they seem really panicked. They are very much in a big panic between these ones fighting. of course, during that, too, you see that the one macaw that just was questioning everything begins to fly back to the rest of you. And goes, come on, we need to get you guys out of here. We need to go back to a different area.
We could
I
go
can
up the
explain.
hill. It looks plot relevant.
We
No,
just
we
got
can't do
here.
that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't go up there.
Why not?
Oh, it's definitely
They will
plot
get
relevant.
angry. They will get angry. We don't need that right now. Let's go back down the path for
Who's-
a moment and I can explain.
Who's Abe?
Probably the one with the scar. He always probably is
birds.
angry.
All of them.
You saying they're angry birds?
Can
I mean,
we throw
he is
them
quite
anywhere?
angry, but the point is, we need to get out. I need to explain to you guys. Let's go.
Well, we can't
Alright,
really
I'm fine with
walk.
that.
We can't really follow you if their fighting ring is on top of our friend.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes. And you know, he is adamant about being friends. They seem like a sweetheart, but I am concerned.
Yeah, buddy, with the hat, with the birds on top, you might want to give them some time alone. I think they just need some time to cool off.
Skipper looks at you with a sad look before he just picks the hat up and lays it on the ground. He has not taken them off the hat.
I mean, you could keep the hat. I don't think
No,
they'll
they're quite
mind any.
comfy.
I think this is the closest you're going to get to a compromise.
You could say they're comfy. Okay, let's go. Come on. We got something to explain. We got to explain some stuff.
They seem real.
Ellie's pulled out a crash helmet to replace the hat and passes it to Skipper if they want.
He puts it on.
I wonder if that is also plot relevant.
All relevance. I guess you could call it that. Anyway,
Alright, let's
Come on,
go.
come on.
Let's follow the right. Cass follows. Cass is ready to learn.
Layla is ready to get out of the bird circle.
Gustav goes up to Skipper and looks at their empty bag of treats and looks back up. Do you have more?
Let me roll.
Oh my god.
He pulls out more bat treats, hands them.
You are an
Puts the empty
angel.
bag in his.
You are an absolute angel. Thank you, thank you. They take it and start like again like like eating it very quickly.
oh, you got some snacks there.
Yes, I
That's pretty
do.
nice.
Well, I mean, if you had landed on this
Great.
person's hat, you would have gotten snacks, but there would also have been a fight. So, I
Oh.
mean, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, no, I tried to break them up, but they did. There's some history between those other two.
Oh, it seems like it.
Let's just continue walking down the path
yes.
here for a moment.
Oh, actually,
just
one-
so they don't hear. It's fine.
Yes, one moment. Hey, Skipper. I think you could make a friend out of this bird.
Skipper's eyes brighten, and he pulls out a bag of bird treats.
He gladly accepts them.
I knew it.
Listen, any treat
Friendship.
is definitely a plus in my book. We've been lasting off of berries and other stuff because the other groups. But any which way, thank you.
You
This is very,
get
very
a
tasty.
you get a blonde head comes closer is like, "Hi, I'm Ellie. What's your name?"
My name is Joker. Joka. Hello. Yeah. You know, it ain't no joke.
But it is
Whoa.
though, I see. Clever.
But yes, we can't go up onto Tee's outlook out there. So there's been some history going on over here, and it's not great.
Why can't we
Not
go?
great. Well, there's been a bit of a prophecy if you follow me over here.
What's
and
the
begins to
prophecy?
flap on over to the side. Well, there's a couple of bits of art that we've seen here for quite a long time, possibly before any of us were even around. So that's interesting to know. I guess it was just rules or something. I don't know. But there's these two big stones. If you walk this way.
I find it very psychologically interesting that everybody assumed that they were rules. Continues to munch on bugs.
Oh, every place is different. this place, it's pretty wild as it is, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a jungle.
Well, yes, a jungle, but
Exactly.
apparently a jungle with rules.
Oh, you'll see that some jungles, they got rules. Some of them don't. Some of them just, they don't always apply to the rules.
I know that
Anyway,
this
though,
makes
we
sense.
are,
I prefer the ones with rules. I mean, it makes it easier. Then again, there's also fighting, so you win some, you lose some.
Sometimes the rules are
Oh.
awful though, because if you're not aware of them before you go into the area, sometimes you can end up in a weird pseudo prison. I'm definitely not talking
that is
from
true.
experience. They look away.
well, I have no idea if anybody has ever done that, but that sounds about right. Anyhow, over here, though, it wasn't always fights and feathers afoot and all that stuff.
I will say that insight is enough to know that they have definitely been in that situation.
Okay. I was really hoping I would roll like super low and it would be just a funny like, oh yeah, sure, okay.
They were
yeah,
not trying to
that
hide
is
it.
fine. Good.
So, what are all of your names? What are you doing here?
Are you Faye?
Oh,
Am I
that is
what?
a good question.
You can call me Gustav.
Okay. I already introduced myself. How about the rest of you?
Oh, I am Cass.
That's
And
Layla.
you with the hat and the snacks?
Skipper.
Yep, right. Well, I like that name. That's good.
Yes, they are a very good person. They have snacks. They eat more of theirs.
So, yeah, about those two rocks, I'm gonna show you. They're just right around the corner here. He begins to flap on forward. He's leading the party.
Interest has been
Ollie's
piqued.
taking notes and following along. And of course, Joka begins to just kind of like perch on top of Ollie's hat, just to make things a little easier.
My little bat raises their hand and looks at the bird.
Ah, yes, little one.
Oh yes, thank you. I have a quick question. So with that gate, is that culturally significant?
Yes and no. It's kind of just always been there. We don't know the origin of it really, but originally the hut at the very top of the hill is meant to be like a little sanctuary for us birds, but unfortunately, let's just say, not every bird sees eye to eye, and it hasn't been that way for a long time.
I never see eye to eye with anyone. They just blink very matter-of-factly, but I can get along with them. However, is it, it used to have 2 statues, it looks like. Is that important at all?
I got no idea on that one. I never really paid attention to the statues.
Cool. They look away.
But point is, if you look up here, there's 2 large statues in front of you guys. Well, not statues. They look like wall of like a rock wall. I'm not sure if you remember. Let me see. I know I got a visual in my mind. So you know how like in the road to El Dorado there'd be like that big, just like there's a big wall of just rock. It has carvings within the rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's 2 of these. There's 2 of these. And each one has a
cool.
different visual on it. And Joka begins to just kind of point up with his wing. He goes, well, so they say the legend has it there are 2 different outcomes for life of the Zero jungle birds. Which is us, I guess. So either they, as like the left one, it shows that, things are going to end in war and violence, which is not great. Very much not great. It looks very, very scary, not gonna lie. That one's kind of always hit a little off-putting for me. But you know, because of prophecies and all that, it's possible that our end could be during a storm, and when you know it, apparently a storm's going to be coming in sometime today, I guess.
Oh no. Well,
Or it could be
that's
both.
not-
At least
So-
that's what I've been told.
You get to pick between a war and a storm?
Well, Oh, no. The storm is part of the war. It's not ready.
So what's the other stone?
So if you look at the other stone over here, it could be, well, I'm not sure if this is before or after, whatever that one is. But it looks like a beautiful sunny day. Teehee's Overlook looks just wonderful, and all the birds are together singing and having a grand old time.
Oh, I like that one more, for sure. What's the name for that
same.
one?
But for that one, it seems a lot nicer, and it would be nice to avoid some conflict finally, and get some peace and quiet over here again.
What started the war that everybody was fighting?
Well, it was a fight for the hut at the top of the hill.
Why couldn't everybody just share?
That's what I said, and of course they went, no, it's not what they used to be, or no, I want to turn this into a skyscraper or something.
Why can't they just... You go, sorry.
No, I mean, territories do exist, so I don't blame them for that, but I also agree, like, if it's war or singing with the sun rising, I would prefer the singing with the sun rising.
Oh, believe me, I would love to sing my little heart out. And alas, this is kind of what we're stuck with right now. We don't know if this is going to be before or after, or whichever way these stones are meant to be told. And groups have different results of that, and different takes on it. And they do got their own territories at this moment. Just nearby, it's not as good as the hut, though. But the hut would be nice. To keep us safe from everything. We can go in and out as we please. And also we kind of lost access to going into the hut to begin with.
Because of the one bird that's staying up there, I suppose.
Oh no, there's no bird in there.
Oh.
Then why?
There was a gemstone that opened up the door to the place, and we haven't been able to open up the door since, because during the last fight, they decided to break the stone into a couple pieces.
Some glue will fix that.
Oh yes, but it's gonna take quite a bit of convincing to get them to bring it back.
Do you have glue?
I always have glue.
Oh, you do? That's nice.
You always... Oh, leather worker. I guess that makes sense.
Literally on her fumble chart is a gallon of glue.
It just pulls out the character.
I mean, if no one can use the hut, then that solves the problem, doesn't it?
Oh no, because everybody wants it.
Well, everybody would like to stay in it. It's the nicest view. You've got some of the best picks of food and supplies in the area. It's pretty ideal for a bunch of birds.
So, what you're saying is if we find the gemstone pieces and put them back together, and then convince everyone to share the hut, we can try to avoid the war?
Oh yeah, avoid the war, and more importantly, the storm. I don't think I need any trees falling over.
So
Oh no.
So the war causes the storm. Interesting.
Yes! I don't know why, but that's just what that's what it says.
Well, I mean, I think they could help, probably. I'd be up for that.
Well, if you do that, that would be swell. I think a good handful of us birds would be very, very happy to have that. They just need to learn to see eye to eye again. They just gotta understand that, you can get along without having to like the same things. I'm sure we can get a couple of skyscrapers or what's it over on the side, probably. We can also make sure that the tradition, that the hut stays, and we keep some other stuff the same. I'm sure we can find some kind of compromise. At least I certainly hope.
I mean, Layla and I don't usually agree on anything, but we always spend time together.
Oh, exactly! That's what I mean. You can coexist without having to worry about it. You may not like the same things or the same foods that you harvest or anything, but you still end up getting along.
Yeah!
Tolerance is
This
very
is something
important.
that they just need to relearn. No birdseed's gonna fix that. That's for sure. We might have a little bit more than that to manage.
Have you seen the kind of bird seed that Skipper has, though?
Oh, they are very tasty. I've been eating on them. I haven't seen.
I know, but
Tasty.
like, it's quality.
Yeah, it's good.
Not even
But
that
of course,
can end
that's
the
still
war.
not going to stop them from being upset at each other. That's for sure.
What has the world
Hey.
come to when birdseed cannot fix wars?
Oh, handshakes to that. I completely agree. But
I may have to speak out to them. Maybe. I don't know.
what if we try to separate them and talk to them individually?
I might
Convince
work.
them
We could
on
probably
their
check.
own.
Yeah, we could probably check into their territorial areas and see what they have in mind, and go from there.
I like that idea. What does everyone
Hey,
else
you
think?
guys are pretty smart. I don't know why we've never done this sooner.
Because you guys can't get along.
Exactly. And I'm just one little bird. I ain't gonna listen to little bird me.
I mean, you're a macaw, those aren't very small.
Yeah, well, compared to some of the others, there's some are way bigger.
That is fair.
So where should we begin? What are you guys? What are you all?
Maybe we should start
what
with
should
the
we do?
easier ones.
Which one's
So which
that?
ones?
I don't know what are the options.
So currently there's two different groups that you guys can look into. There is the groups that would be considered the traditionalists, as we'll call them. And the other ones, which would be the city birds.
Hmm.
I mean, could toss a coin.
And frankly, it's all up to you all. It's
Well, we should probably find some sort of compromise so that there is as little animosity between the two groups as possible.
Maybe we should try talking to the old-fashioned ones first.
I
Yeah.
suppose we could do that. They got some history, so they could probably tell us some stuff.
If we can figure out the sides of both sides individually, then we could probably come together, just us group, figure out an approach, and then maybe approach both groups.
I like that plan.
Also, do you got any more birdseed?
Gustav, just like, do you?
Skipper reaches into the tamer's base and pulls out more bird speed.
Oh, thank you. You are probably going to become my best friend by the end of the day.
What are you talking about? They're already my best friends. Do you know how many bat treats they have? Look at this.
They have quite a lot of treats. I'm very impressed. I've never seen a person have that many treats on hand.
They're like a treat vending machine, and I adore them.
Cass is like putting the rest of the crickets into like one of her bags, her leather bags for later. Like, yes, this is gonna be good. This will be good to have around.
They
All
could
the
bribe
snacks.
anyone. They could bribe anyone they wanted with these. Looks into the bag of treats with the sparkly eyes.
Well, don't eat all of them. You're gonna get yourself a stomach ache.
I don't think that's possible. They eat more.
Cass shrugs like, all right.
So that being said, if you guys want to go towards the traditionalist birds first, we could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think so.
I do
Okay,
want
then.
to say that just in the conversation of like trying to decide where we're going, Ellie turned to Layla and was like, "Do you have any ideas?" And Layla just shrugged.
Oh,
Like, I'm beat. This is as much as we got for a plan.
Yep.
I would also like to point out that most species of macaws are going to be bigger than Gustav.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, no,
Gustav's
he's
only
definitely bigger than Gustav.
yeah, Gustav's only 28 inches. Most macaws are at least 30
Bitty,
above.
bitty,
Yeah.
bitty.
So they're just like, yeah, I'm just a little bird, and Gustav's like, yeah, just a little bird.
Well, he's small compared to some other birds in the jungle. You never know.
True.
Sure.
Not to mention most of the rest of the party is taller than him.
Yeah.
Yes. But they're looking at this bird like, we're going to drop this for now. Keeps on walking.
He's like, believe me, I've seen plenty of bigger birds than me. I can assure that.
And probably lots
You
of
know,
smaller
there's this
birds
big
than you
blue
as well.
bird. Oh yes, there's a lot of smaller birds too.
Yes, as well as bats. They blink at you.
Oh, I've seen bats around too.
I would hope so.
Oh yes, there's quite a few. They're pretty nice.
Considering you're talking to one.
Well, yes, you are definitely a nice one too.
Cool.
Just use on some birdseed.
I feel like everyone else is just watching this like, no, I'm not touching that.
Yep. Yeah.
During
is
all this,
fine.
Ollie has been just nodding along with you guys. He's been just kind of just mutually agreeing with the plan. And he begins to write down, well, I don't think we've made it this far, so I guess we will seed where we go from this.
That was a bad one even for me.
He
I
writes
thought
that
it was
wasn't-
great.
That was not intentional. Believe me, that was... I don't mean to squawk about it.
I just realized what's going on.
The curse.
Maybe you should,
Ollie just kind of taps on the
to a
pen for a
minimum
moment.
while we're around these birds trying to make peace.
Oh yes, sorry. I am realizing I have a slight bit of animosity about the fact that you said you were a little bird, despite I am shorter than you. I will work on this. They look forward.
Well, that's no problem at all. Meanwhile, Ollie, he's been trying to write and just go, I don't know why this is going on, but okay.
Do you ever know why anything is going on in Einquell?
He shrugs. He begins also writing down, well, I know quite a few things, and I have to admit, if you don't already know, I do have a tendency to hold on to curses. I think
Oh,
I might have gotten
fascinating.
into one. Again.
Oh, what one? Which one is this? I am aware of quite a few curses. I knew a guy in my what was it? I don't remember exactly, but he had this weird curse that involved marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Yes.
He just begins taking notes. Marshmallow curse.
That sounds delicious.
Oh yes. If they end up in your mouth, yes.
Oh, I suppose that was not the case then.
Well, I
Writes
mean,
down, I suppose that was a sticky situation.
yes, especially when you're in one of the hells and they catch on fire.
Oh, so s'mores. They are s'mores.
Well, more like little tiny sticky fireballs.
Schmoz.
At least they probably taste good.
That sounds
They did.
horrible to clean up.
Oh yes, it was, but I have prestidigitation. It is no issue.
Well, that's nice. I'd got to get me that.
Yes, your sodas would be really probably useful for your leather work.
She thinks about this. She's like,
We can confer later. That would be fascinating.
Eh.
Also, Candle, do you have images of your two characters? I wasn't able to
Yes.
find any.
I will drop them in the gallery.
Thank you.
I will say, if you got character refs that you also got for the server, you can put them into the character ref chat, so we can look back at them anytime we need to. That way we know who's all here.
Yay.
And it just makes it a little easier.
I will go, yes. And you can commit art crimes at any time.
Exactly.
There you go.
precious.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you already did put them in there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After the last game, I made sure
I
to
love
put them in.
them.
Oh, then!
Art is so good.
I
Oh,
hold them.
thank you. Yes. If you can't quite tell the theme I was going for with them.
Yes. Skipper.
Oh, cute.
I love the elephant.
Skipper good. But anyways, we can. I can speak. I swear. Moving on forward, we do begin to make our way over to the traditional side of the area. So it seems like from where we were at the beginning of where Tihi's Overlook is located, There's 2 other pathways that go down 2 different ways. One left, one right. So I guess we're heading over to the left side. And as we do, there's a lot of plants, nature, obviously. If we're in a jungle, of course, there's going to be plenty of that. And we begin to see that there is very much like a traditional looking, well, I put traditional in quotations, of very small bird houses all over some of the trees. Just little wooden houses all over. And there's a whole bunch of different birds. They're all gathering food, gathering berries mainly. They seem to have things pretty well sorted out.
I think when they arrive, Ellie's just like, "Hi, we're here to help," and sort of like poses.
Oh.
Gustav uses prestidigitation to make it sparkly as they pose.
See, how did they think?
Oh no! Oh no!
Traditionalist birds being very, very serious. A good handful of them just kind of stare at you, unaffected by any of this presentation.
Oh, man. Traditionalists are party poopers.
Don't say that. But hello, we're just here to see if we can help you guys with your, situation. Maybe we can pull some strings for you, make it work for you.
You see the big red bird come back in again. He looks very grumpy. He seems a lot more calm than he was earlier. Oh, that's very nice to see. So what do you need? What do we need help with?
Well, considering that you were literally arguing on top of our comrade over here, well, maybe we would, an outside perspective would help you resolve your issues.
Oh,
Yeah,
apologies
maybe
about that. You pay no
a
mind to those
mediator.
birds. Those birds don't, they don't seem to understand.
Well, considering that every argument nobody is truly in the right completely, maybe both sides need to consider their biases and come to some sort of, compromise.
Compromise, huh? I mean, if they could compromise with whatever lifestyle we got, it should be fine. We can't give up the kind of style that we have. We've been fighting to get our own food, fighting for our own location, you name it. Territorial. It's kind of just part of what we do, right?
Well, yes, a little bit, but they look down. They are little bats. All of these birds are so tall.
This one's very tall in comparison.
Can the red bird make an insight check on Cass, please? I need to know something.
Sure, let's see. That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay, no, she's just staring for no apparent reason.
Okay.
Can Gustav roll insight on Cass?
Do you want? I'm just.
I
looking at
love
this
rolling.
image, I'm like, oh boy.
If I can roll dice for any stupid reason, I would love to. I don't know why, but seeing random numbers be generated for whatever reason makes my brain go burr.
I
would.
completely understand that, actually.
Could I roll inside as well?
Sure.
I think during this moment of insights, I believe the Redbird, he does also take notice of you, Skipper, and just also gives like a condol. Like, he gives you a little nod just to be like, apologies for the fight.
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Never meant to do that on top of someone's head.
Oh, no worries. I was just glad that you were able to get comfortable while you two were fighting, though I wish you hadn't been fighting.
You know, that's understandable.
So something that you should know about my friend here. They gesture to Skipper and cause a rainbow to appear over them with prestidigitation because, yes, wholesome. This person is more wholesome than you could ever imagine and will always have snacks on them. And I love them. That is all.
Snacks.
I have some bird treats if you would like some.
They are actually quite good.
I wouldn't mind trying one. We do often prefer the berries and stuff over here, but treats not bad once in a while.
He starts to reach in for treats, and then you said that, and he pulls out some berries.
Oh, good.
Oh,
They have everything you
Say,
could
did you-
imagine.
did you pick these close by? Did you get these recently?
Oh no, these are from closer to my boat.
Okay. I don't think
Oh,
I've had
foreign
any berries
berries.
near a boat before, so. Okay.
That'll be an
Yeah,
adventure.
I'll have one.
Both berries. Gustav stares.
I certainly hope you're not some kind of a threat. I mean, at least nobody here is a threat as far as I can see.
Oh,
Got
no,
snacks and
no.
Totally
food
not a
and
threat.
all
I have no
friends.
idea what you
we're
mean.
here to help.
I think when the berries came out, Ellie looked like she was going to reach to try one, and then like Layla's just like grabs her, is like no, shakes her head.
Mhm. Oh.
I feel you. I love food.
Also, really quick, going back to all those insight rolls.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20 that Gustav got.
Yes.
The only thing I was going to point out is that if you look at the colors of Cass's feather shawl and the colors of this bird, they're the same colors. So she's like, wait a minute. Are we related?
Uncle?
Uncle? So she's more like enamored with the fact that are we like the same species or whatever? Although I guess like you wouldn't know that if you don't know that she's part bird, if you just think this is like a shawl she has. Although with a nat 20, I think you could probably get that there's something deeper than just, oh, my feather shawl looks like it was made from you.
Gustav straight up. Oh, sorry.
No, like it's not like that. It's more just like you know, that's interesting, and maybe there's a connection rather than, oh no, I bought a pelt.
Are you a bird? They just look at Cass and go, "Are you a bird?"
Shit, you told that I need to make a wisdom save. Okay,
That's 12.
That's a 12. That's okay. That could be worse. She does still like kind of like fumble a little bit and like look really embarrassed. Like, well, I'm not. Well, not.
Why are you
not
embarrassed?
Well, I don't really go around telling people that. How did
Why?
you know? What?
They look like a little kid as they just eat another mouthful of snacks and just stare at you unblinking.
She kind of like glances around as if like, is someone gonna hear? Even though like everyone's in earshot. Just.
I mean,
Oh, absolutely. I think also Joka the bird kind of begins to notice that there's another conversation happening at the same time, so he's gonna just kind of float on over and kind of just perch on your head and just, are you doing all right there?
apparently I'm asking too many questions. I'll stop.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to get more used to it. Back where I'm from, it's something that flaunting that around is a bit, well...
Oh,
not
you're from a
normal.
place where everybody's a jerk. Got it.
I mean... Well... Sort of. She's like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so
Well, no
don't feel
wonder you
so
look so out of you look like you're out of town, that's for sure.
cultural
Yeah,
differences. I understand. Common is not my first language.
Oh, you're very good at it.
That is what you say now. You have not heard my jokes.
Oh, well, if it comes up later, maybe I'll unfold them, but...
And she just points at her shawl. She's like,
Oh, what?
Oh,
These are actually my wings.
they are part bird.
Ah, wings.
Yes, what a wonderful
gosh.
person to help birds communicate. Yet another bird.
I do suppose that I'm kind of the in-between, aren't I?
Yes, so use it as a strength, if anything. I mean, you can't necessarily, deprecate yourself for having wings in front of a bunch of birds.
She like
Oh, no,
opens her
you don't
mouth to
like
say something
birds.
and is like, no, you're right.
Eats another handful of snacks.
Joka just kind of begins to like gently like pick out him, like cleaning himself for a minute, and then actually pulls out one of his own feathers and just kind of gently tucks it into Cass's hair. Here, look, you got your own feathers, I got mine.
Maybe you should hang out with the birds more often.
That would be quite nice.
Yes.
Oh, we don't mind visitors if we can figure all this out. Speaking of,
Nope, wrong thing. She's gonna pull a feather out of her hammer space because every time that she loses one, she keeps it. And she gives one back. One of
thank
hers.
You kindly.
Bird to
Kind of
bird,
tucks it away with his own feathers.
bird to bird communication.
Oh, speaking of bird-to-bird communication, hi. So my little friends here, we wanted to speak about them. You know.
They're not a little. Yeah. Gustav walks off.
You can see like the serious bird is just kind of like staring, like has like the brow lifted slightly, like okay, go on.
Sorry, we were having an aside. Hello.
Yeah, hello. So I suppose to start off, we should just. What exactly are the terms that you would want to have the hut?
Okay. So listen here, it's always been tradition that all birds should be working together, which is understandable, but there's some birds that don't get along. Some birds don't seem to understand that there is a method to whatever our lifestyle is, and that's taking your time to gather berries, making sure you know what berries to grab, and you must do it by your own little claw. You know, you can't do it by technology or whatever it is. I mean, I guess you could do that, but the point is, there's a way to go about everything. There's a way you should go about your own whistle. There's a way to find a spot to hide in and make sure that no trees fall over.
Question.
Why?
Whoa, wow, we all have questions. Wonderful.
Well, one at a time then.
I think Ellie was just like, why? Why is it so important?
Well, they always say that the hut's always like the greatest spot to be in, which is true. It's probably one of the safest locations too, but again, I don't think I can sit with other birds that don't seem to understand just how important that hut is. They want to take it down.
Well, is there room around the hut?
Oh, of course, there's plenty of room around the hut, and yet they want the hut.
Well, how about we talk to them about building next to the hut?
Oh, well, you tried that. But they are persistent in wanting their own thing.
Well, then they can have their own thing next to the other thing.
It's not that easy.
Maybe if you gave something up in place of the them not building on the hut.
Oh, like a trade.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a nice berry bush there, but like, again, there's so many different things that a lot of us have been holding on to.
So,
I'm not sure if we can exactly get to even terms on that.
Do they want to tear it down, or do they want to add on to it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they want to tear it down.
So you're pretty sure, but you have not clarified.
Well, no, because they wouldn't elaborate.
Well, maybe we can find out for you.
Oh, that would be nice, actually. If they can agree to us, you know what? I'm for it. But before you do, I guess if they need more convincing, maybe you can get we have a little gem that we need for the hut. I refuse to give it up, but if you guys can get through and get it yourselves, I'm not gonna stop you.
Your gem piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ellie begins to walk in, then Layla just grabs her by the back of her chair and is like, hold on a minute, there's gotta be more to it than this.
Also, quick question to make sure that we understand the issue. So you want to follow tradition by keeping things that you collect in the hut, correct?
That's right.
But they want to tear it down and build something new.
Exactly. They want
Okay.
to take out any bit of historical importance that the area has.
Okay. They write
Want to turn it
down
into like
little
a
notes.
like a cityscape, which just seems kind of
Out of
out there.
place.
No, there's definitely a way to figure out the compromise between this. They start like writing down more notes.
Well, we're
You
gonna
kind of
figure
see
this out.
Ollie's just like Ollie's crouching beside you, also taking notes.
It's like the Spider-Verse meme.
Good. Wait, what languages does Ollie know? Do they know Abyssal or Infernal?
Oh, let me check his sheet actually. I need to pull up his sheet again. Because I did not have it up. Because he is just an NPC for today. Where are you, Ollie? Let me see your goddamn page, please. Where on earth is it? I swear, there it is. Let's see, what languages do you know? Where on earth did I write it down? Ah! Okay, so he knows Common, Dwarvish, and Goblin.
You have no idea what this bat is writing.
Yeah, he has no idea.
There is a weird diagram though.
He's just kind of squinting with his old man eyes and just like, okay. Well, I guess we're both taking notes. Probably not for the same reasons, but more notes the better.
I think Blayla, who's still holding on to her sister, is gonna speak up and asks,
If you were to pick 3 things that are most important to you in the compromise,
What 3 things most important?
and she nods.
Well,
They-
obviously the hut itself, the history of the area, and well, to try to keep it as natural as we can.
Well, not again.
I think I make that pretty simple.
You do. I don't know how much it'll fly with the rest of them, if you catch me drift, but we'll try our best.
Well, I thank you kindly for trying.
You hear a
So,
whisper
if
that's
you want to find that stone, you can try. You just gotta walk further down the path here. You should be able to find it.
okay.
Oh,
Gustav
I'll do
starts
that.
walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna roll for fun a strength contest between my twins to see how this goes.
Six and a 1.
Well, yeah, at that, Ellie sort of like bolts ahead and Layla loses her group, and that's a 2, but it's a 1. Is gonna fall on her face.
Gustav circles back and is like, "You good?"
Well,
Ollie's still taking notes for the moment, so he isn't even focusing.
Which one fell?
Layla did.
Gustav pokes Layla. You alive?
You just get a thumbs up as Ellie comes back. Is like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and just like,
No, run
probably
for it,
lifts up
run
her
for it.
sister.
Gustav's like, "No, keep going." Gustav starts going down the path again. I want to know
Yeah,
where
no,
the shiny is.
She
great.
bodily picks up her sister, takes her hand, and then like continues along, like dragging her sister behind her.
Good.
Alright, let's go. Let's go find a shiny.
I knew that's what convinced you.
Again, Ollie's just kind of like crouched. He's still writing in his little notepad, taking notes, trying to keep up. And you can see that Joka just begins to fly back onto the head of Ollie and begins to peck at his helmet a tiny bit.
Oh, wait,
Well, what are you standing here for, Bard Brain? Let's get going.
1 second, I forgot something. They walk back and Skipper has been distracted by something else and they try to grab their hand, realize they're too tall, grab their pant leg and be like, "Okay, come on."
Skipper was probably focused on like just honestly probably feeding a bird.
Don't worry, you can take
Yeah,
it with
probably
you.
like There's plenty of birds. There's probably some traditional
I hold
like, goose
Skipper.
birds that definitely are just taking in the treats. Absolutely.
I
Skipper
imagine
know
he's
what?
got
This
like
guy's
a
not too
line
bad.
of
both
birds.
intelligence and wisdom are his dump stats, and he's very much the type of person who will zone out.
Oh.
Yes, Gustav, like, no,
He's
this
been
is...
listening and he's been like noting stuff, but he doesn't have an actual solution besides just keep feeding the birds and make
Goes
them
with the
happy.
flow.
Just like bird seed equals solution.
Honestly, potentially, nobody is going to negotiate well without having a full stomach. Thank you, Skipper. They smile at you.
You're welcome.
Off we go on an adventure.
Actually, I'm just
Cass
gonna...
Going.
They just hop
After
on...
that, everybody heads on over.
They hop on Skipper's shoe
As
and
you
are
guys are
riding
beginning
it.
to walk through.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
My little
That's
legs
so
got
cute.
tired.
He's just sitting on Skipper's foot now.
Oh.
Oh.
It is a fun ride.
Just whoop, thump, whoop.
Every time it goes up, he's like, whoa!
It's a ride. A ride for the little bat.
I'm going to surf it. Look, no hands!
Well, be careful.
Ollie just gives a silent chuckle. He's having a good time. You guys might not notice it right away, but in the sky you could tell that that storm is beginning to slowly brew a bit more on that main hill area.
Boy, I hope some of us
Good.
have umbrellas.
Oh no, I don't.
Ollie
want to
checks his
get others
pockets
wet.
and kind of gives a shrug.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, Cass, you can use your wings.
You don't know how wet.
Bird buddies!
Oh, sorry, was that a
Ollie just-
secret? I'm so sorry.
Well,
Ollie
no,
just looks curiously.
it's fine. He's got a point.
Ollie's
Skipper-
just gonna,
Skipper's
like, he
perked up.
doesn't even say anything, but he's just going to gently pat you on the shoulder, Cass. Tell that the look on his face, he knows he means well. And you could tell that
Hmm.
just expression alone. He understands that, hey, you're still learning. It's okay. He'll be alright.
I will mention. Sorry. You can finish.
She just also adds on like, I don't have the same kind of oils that most waterfowl have.
Well, are you
So-
going to fly?
No,
Well, then
I
does
mean-
it matter?
maybe. It's cold.
It is cold, but if you're in a pinch, would you like all of yourself wet or just your wings?
She's just
Because
like
I do have prestidigitation.
raises
I could just...
eyebrows, like yeah.
Because I do have prestidigitation, I could just dry them off later.
I do like the plan. I do like that.
Ye-
What were you gonna say, Kendall?
I was just gonna say that at the mention of like Cass having wings, Ellie is looking at you with absolute delight. As soon as
Aw.
they're not in the middle of like trying to fix a bird war, she is going to be all over you asking questions.
Oh,
That was
so
Ellie?
sweet.
Also because I realized it after the fact. I am so sorry, Spec. I realized you were trying to say something as well. Was there something you wanted to add in?
I was just gonna say Skipper is excited whenever he finds out that Cass can bird, and his eyes just light up, and he's like, "You could turn into an animal."
Oh no! I'm half, but you know, I suppose it's just easier if
Do we get to see? Gustav is excited as hell.
she just like kind of shyly, like slowly unfolds her shawl, like not even touching it. It just kind of starts to move around her and unfolds into these two large wings on her back.
Gustav skitters up Skipper and is like, pardon me, is it okay if I sit here, sits on your shoulder, and is like, that is wonderful design.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I didn't. My father was a bird.
It's okay to accept the compliment, darling.
Thank you.
Skipper's eyes are just wide with like excitement.
I know his bird friend!
She does this little thing where, like, whenever she's kind of that giddy, happy, like, flusteredness, she'll kind of do this, like, giggly chirp. Kind of just like,
I love this.
it! There's one of those.
This
Skipper
explains.
just kind of
You saw that joke is just like flying in front of you guys. Also, again, now is sitting on top of Skipper's head.
Skipper is just over here like a Disney princess. I love it.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you do that, and Skipper you unfold to show the wings, and Skipper just kind of puts his hands together with the biggest grin. He's like, I mean, incredible. I cannot do it right now, but I'll have to show you. I have this thing where I can do something similar, though it's with elephants.
With elephants, you say? That's fantastic.
Your father was an elephant?
Oh, no. Mine's... What, Julie? I don't know. But anyways, the point is...
Fascinating. Takes out notebook, writes down.
I definitely want to see that. We'll have to share the notes.
We will.
Joker begins kind of like picking at Skipper's head a tiny bit, gently, with his beak. And it's just like, oh, wait, Mr. Birdseed, are you trying to tell me that you are part elephant?
Well, it's not... It's complicated, and it's really only when I get upset. And
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll make sure not to get you upset. Maybe do. I don't know. We'll see.
there's a
Hey,
snort.
I hope you don't get mad at me. I mean, you understand. I'm curious. Anyway, let's keep on going.
Oh yes, I would like to find the shinies. Also, they look at Skipper very excited. I think elephants are very cool. I have never seen them before. I don't think they deal with hell very well. So that would be awesome if I could come too.
Skipper just grins and he's like, of course, I'll show you someday then.
Wonderful, thank you, friend.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Also,
So as you guys begin to go further down, well, if you want to go continue, you can.
oh sorry, Gustav is just gonna look at Cass and be like, also, I would like to point out that everybody here is supportive, and so you have nothing to worry about. That is all. And then they'll go back to just doing their own thing.
She's
Continues eating
blushy.
food.
Also,
Aw.
she will try to keep her wings out. She will keep them out for now. She's trying.
Oh.
They're not
I-
like outstretched. They're definitely like as small as possible, but they are out.
Hey.
I think that she will get a little like gentle nudge, and Layla's gonna sort of lean in and go, "You don't have to if you're not comfortable."
Oh, I really I appreciate that. I'm trying my best to get more comfortable with it, and she looks up at all the trees and kind of smiles and just, I think this is a good place to try. It seems very, in the element.
Bird friendly.
Yeah, those nod from Layla. And that's all. She'll continue like walking.
Cass
How's
is
it
very
going?
happy, feels very loved. Anyway, continue.
As you guys do, you finally make your way down the path. The sky looks a little bit more cloudy than it was before, but that's fine. It's not that bad. It's still nice and sunny out despite the clouds, you know? And finally you begin to make towards another little hut kind of area. And inside it looks like there's been a couple of birds just kind of guarding the area safely. And they just kind of, they understand that you're here to take a look at the stone that was mentioned. So they just kind of let you guys have at it. They're not going to be picky with it. But that's also because there is, well, you look ahead, expecting a door, and instead, well, there's a very large painting.
Oh,
Pretty.
what kind of
And on the
painting?
painting has a bird that looks like it's singing inside a stone tunnel. It has lots of nature and life, very lovely lighting, and a few other birds further away in the same scene just doing the same thing.
Oh, maybe we have to do a call and repeat song.
I mean, we could tell you I'm not the best at singing, but give it a shot.
I have mixed reviews.
Ollie writes down, perhaps we should take a look around. Just in case.
Can I roll an investigation?
Yes! Anyone is welcome to do so.
I'm also gonna roll
Yes, that is
the
good.
investigation.
Maybe we can
never
find the
mind.
tunnel.
Yeah, Cass, you look around, you are just Cass and Skipper, you're both too fixated on the painting to do much else.
That
Same as
sounds
the
about
siblings,
right.
you guys are all just staring at this painting. a
I
very
wonder if there's
lovely
any clues
painting.
in here.
I got another fucking 21.
Again.
I'm really close to the ground. Maybe I find something.
Oh, in fact, you do. I mean, I assume that you can fly around a little bit as,
Yes.
being a little bat. You may have to fly a little bit up from off the ground, but not by much, thankfully. You're still below everybody else because you begin to realize that there is a little, like, how do I put it? I'm trying to find the words for it. It's like a plaque. There's a plaque underneath the painting. Very long-looking one. It's made out of stone. And it looks like it has a riddle on it.
Hey guys, we're going to need a dentist because I found plaque.
Ollie begins to write down, is it tooth hurdy already?
Yes, apparently it is. Wonderful. Oh, love this guy. And they start clearing away the plaque.
Oh, what does it say?
Okay,
they
but,
look-
it's a little bit funny because that is almost the time it is where I am.
Perfect. Beautiful. This is amazing. It's meant to be.
So you begin to wipe away at this little plaque so you can get a better view of what the writing says, and on it it says this.
Okay. It says, you heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die, till you call me again. Oh, well, maybe if they died, they'd have their paperwork somewhere, but I don't think that's what that means. It's probably
I
talking
think
about
I've-
echoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I know what the riddle answer is.
Oh, do we need to yell?
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Oh, I know. We have a
Ollie
perfect
shrugs,
yeller
he
here.
can't yell.
It's just like, see what? Ah! Did that do anything? No? Okay, maybe not here yelling.
Absolutely nothing.
Maybe, can we find the tunnel? Maybe we need to yell down the
yeah.
tunnel.
Probably.
Ollie's kind of scratching at his head, confused. He understands what the riddle is. We definitely got the answer, surely, but...
You could say there's a secret tunnel.
I think
No!
Exactly, thank you.
I think Ellie is literally gonna say echo, 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 make the it fading away.
You do that and nothing happens.
She pouts.
Maybe we all need to do it at once.
Oh yes, probably. I look at this group of birds in this painting. I am not
I
a bird.
didn't say anything particular. I mean, we could just say echo. That was a good idea.
Ollie is shrugging because, again, he can't say a single word.
Well, you can just pretend.
Maybe write it on your notepad. Toon logic, they shrug.
Oh yeah, write it in all caps.
Absolutely.
He kind of looks like he's about to say something with holding a finger up, and he puts the finger down. Okay, that's actually a good point. He doesn't say anything, mind you, but he looks like he was about to, at least. And he begins to write down what the answer is onto his notepad.
Okay, so slight complication with this plan. Layla doesn't shout.
Oh no.
Just try your best.
It's the thought that counts. Shout how you shout.
Shout
It
how
doesn't
you
have to
shout.
be with your voice.
Yeah, it was just
Again, Ollie
like
shrugs at this.
you get a very like she opens her mouth wide. You get a small.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
really?
Okay. Which one doesn't shout?
Layla.
Layla. They look at Ellie, who's the more boisterous one, right?
Yes,
So you know how to
She's like-
scare your sister, right?
I can shout real good.
So you don't want to scare your sister. Okay, that's out of the plan.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work usually.
Okay. My siblings were jerks.
Well,
I mean,
it does seem like
you're
they would be
from hell.
echoes, I suppose.
Oh no,
You're
they
from
were
what?
just I'm from Hale. One of the hills.
Boca seems a little surprised by that.
It's not entirely a
God.
horrible place. I mean, it was just, cane instinct.
Okay, well,
We get along
Lisa
fine
seemed like a
now.
nice bat.
We were children. And I was the
Understand.
littlest.
Okay,
Alright,
not
so
quite
we just
little.
are all gonna yell echo at the same time.
Oh
We'll
yes.
try.
Okay.
I don't know if this bird brain can do it though.
Give it a shot. I mean, hold it up. Okay.
What's the
Three.
paper gonna do?
You never know. I've seen weirder things.
It is
Three.
tranquil.
2, 1. Echo!
Echo?
Echo!
Go!
The sync.
You say that, and well, obviously, everyone's saying echoes in the area. Nothing happens.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Well, that certainly wasn't the answer.
Oh.
I barely have ever been in here, mind you.
Does somebody
I got no
have
idea
to?
what on earth these guys are doing.
Does somebody have to go to the other side of the tunnel and shout it back?
I don't think this area has a tunnel.
I don't understand art.
Layla's gonna lean towards Ellie and whisper something, and Ellie's gonna say, Layla reckons that, maybe finding an echo in the picture?
Oh.
How on earth would
Ooh.
you find an echo in the painting?
Well, what's the same?
Yeah, like duplicates. Twins!
Ah, I see what you did there.
Twins. Okay. I mean, I don't think any of these birds look alike. Maybe there's a stone on the wall that matches another stone on the wall.
I mean, it's a long shot, but it's all we got. Cass has an intelligence of 10, so I'm afraid she's not gonna be much help here.
Can I roll another investigation?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm gonna laugh if I finally get my nat 1. Yep. Well, it's not that one, but it is an 8. Gustav is just like skittering over the painting, like, well, I have no idea what this is. Points at something, and this looks like tuna.
Oh. You look at the painting. That sure is a painting.
This sure is a painting, y'all. I know nothing else about it. However, this one right here. They point at something. They're like, this makes me think of my cousin.
Cass, does you tilt your head all the way to the side to, see if you can recognize it from another angle?
You want to do an investigation check then?
May I roll an investigation as well?
Yeah,
And if
everybody
not, I
can do
have
that.
an idea. No?
We got an 8, another 8. Oh, and a 14. I'll take the 14. Okay.
I should probably roll for Ellie as well, even though I don't think that's gonna go well. Well, it would help if I actually put an exclamation mark first.
Gustav licks the painting.
Okay, two
Why would you
14s.
lick it? Okay, yeah, they got the
I
same
don't know.
information
I
then.
saw a geologist lick a rock once. I thought that would be useful, but that just tastes like dust
Tastes like dust and dried paint.
and dry paint. Specifically, the kind that the I don't know. How do you describe paint taste? They look back at the group like none
I'm
sure.
assuming it's a fake
I
rock.
got no idea, but that probably doesn't taste very tasty at all.
No, I don't think it's a fake rock per se. I just it has paint on it because I licked a painting. You know?
Oh, you looked the painting, the rock in the paint.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
I don't
So,
know.
for our little twins, both of you begin to look around at the painting a bit more, to the point where you're actually beginning to look off of the painting and more so around the painting. And on the wall, it looks like there's a small slot.
Oh, found something! We found something!
Oh, you did?
Is it another is it more black? Because that leads to cavities. Is it a cavity?
Don't know what it is. It might be a cavity.
Oh,
Where is it? They look around.
how small
Ellie
is
is gonna put her hand in it if she can.
Oh my gosh.
Gustav
Try
skitters
to
over.
stick your hand into this very small hole. It looks like the hole that would probably fit like it's enough that you could probably fit like a vote if it was like a voting box.
Okay.
So your hand doesn't even fit in. It barely even gets halfway in.
Oh, it is a cavity. That's not good. Hopefully they have insurance.
Well, I mean, it looks like I need to put in some sort of paper. She looks at Ollie.
Everybody looks at Ollie.
Yeah.
Ollie looks at the rest of you.
Maybe
No.
write your echo.
Answer.
He slowly tears off the paper that already has echo on it. He shrugs and just kind of he's trying to figure out who to hand it to.
Or you could just, you can reach.
Nods, yeah.
I believe in you.
He puts it into the slot then. Eventually you begin to hear some rumbling in the room.
Mm. Mm.
It gets a little bit louder, a little louder. And the painting actually begins to lift on its own. It slides up.
Oh, good job.
We're not completely stupid, y'all. We passed. I did lick a rock, though.
Ellie is gonna fist bump and then run forward.
Yes,
Okay,
licking
you
rocks.
run
Let's
on
go!
forward, and you actually begin to see on a little pedestal with a bit of a spotlight from the sun, or at least whatever's left of the sun at the moment. There is indeed a little shard of what looks like a blue gem.
Nice.
Alright, well, God, okay. She ran in here before her sibling did, so her sibling can't stop her, so...
Gustav just like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah, okay, she's gonna pick it up.
Well, I'd say that would be the right stone. That's the one that we need.
All right,
can
that's
agree.
one down.
Can I look
We
at the
gotta get
shiny?
the other birds figuring out too.
Gonna
Yeah.
go back out.
Cass is wide-eyed, like, oh, pretty gemstone.
It's very pretty of a gemstone, absolutely.
I wonder how
I
hard
can only
it was to
imagine how it
break.
looks like as the full thing.
Gustav just like, I wonder how hard it was to break.
Let's not test
Not that a
that.
fight probably happened.
Well, I don't want to test it, I was just curious. But yeah, well, that makes sense.
Since we got through that, should we do a little break so everybody can bathroom break, snacks, food, water,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
stretch,
Sounds good.
okay, ladies?
I'm gonna pause my version of the recording.
Areas that we had to get through. So, give you a question?
No, sorry, I just clicked on pause.
Heard a wait. Okay.
I will mention that Ellie probably put the piece of the gemstone in her hammer space, so
Yeah, you can keep it safe and sound.
yeah.
Look, it seems to be
Unless
pretty
anyone
delighted that we
wants
got
to
that
take it.
stone. It's like last time I tried to talk to them about that, whoo, that didn't go well. So you guys did good. 2 thumbs up from my feathers.
Gustav looks straight at them and says, "You don't have thumbs."
No, I don't. I just got feathers.
Yes.
A bird. It's not like I got anything else. You think I got opposable thumbs or hands? Not really.
I got little tiny ones, and they hold them out and flex them.
You certainly do. So we gotta get back to those city birds and see what on earth they got.
This may be a lot harder than I thought.
Negotiations, usually are.
They are tricky. That's why it's taken this long to get them onto the same page.
I don't know if that many birds could fit on the same page.
Me neither. It's hard to determine. So
What is
What's
worth a
that,
shot for?
I wonder how big
Yeah.
that book would have to be.
probably gigantic. Not that we would know about any giant books, would we? Probably not.
I'm pretty sure at this point Ellie has run ahead. Is like, come on, you guys are taking forever.
So you guys make your way on over to the other side of where that area is. You know, there's Teehee's Overlook's main gates, stone gate and all that. We begin to head to the right-hand side now, and it kind of feels like this jungle is a lot cleaner, more spacious, but in turn of it, it kind of looks like some of the trees have been either taken down or have been turned into buildings for birds.
That's great imagery.
Yeah.
You could say they're
And you
birdhouses.
begin to see that. Yeah, they're very much like birdhouses, but probably a bit more modernized than what you saw from the other group. You can tell that some of the birds, they have their own mechanisms and things very, what's the word? I cannot think of the word. It's like a contraption, you know, how there'd be like dominoes where it's like that domino effect. One thing affects the other to keep things going. There's a system that just keeps on going. So at that point, some birds don't even have to move or do much. Some of them just get to hang out and sit in their own nests.
I think
And of course, you see that little plump-looking pigeon bird again. He kind of sees you guys walk on over and goes, "Oh, great, so what are you guys up to?"
Well, we're trying
What
to
do you
make sure
want?
that you guys don't end in disaster.
We're here to help.
Disaster? What do you mean disaster? I think this looks pretty amazing.
Well, considering that there's a storm coming and it's the day of the prophecy shit, then I would consider that it's not going to end well.
Yeah, that's what they all say, but, obviously smashy, you know what I mean? So if you look over here, you can see that there is quite a lovely system to get our food all together. We might not be able to get the same stuff as those other birds over there, but that's fine. We got worms, we got some bugs, we got some all kinds of good stuff over here.
I do
We
love
got it
the
in an
worms and
efficient
bugs.
manner.
Wonderful. I'm
It's
really glad
quick.
that you believe that in Einquell you can ignore a prophecy and be safe. I'm proud of you.
Oh, sure. Like, why would a prophecy mean anything? That's the point of that. It's not like it's gonna be affecting our future or something. I mean, if we all knew that, there'd be a larger storm than whatever this is right now.
Storms usually
Maybe you hear
build.
lightning or thunder or something.
Well, maybe we can check the Waffle Houses. If they're closed, you should get out.
I mean, it's
Sorry.
best not to take chances.
Sorry, take that and say what again?
It's best not to take chances. I mean, you never know.
Oh, for sure. That's why we're doubling down, and we're gonna try to see if we can get those birds stoned, so we can probably get into the hut before they do.
Yes,
But-
because everybody knows that war always ends well.
Well, there's always going to be a victor at some point. I mean, yes, we're looking at the calculations to see how good our chances are.
Have you ever considered that compromise is better?
Compromise.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, why would they give up their piece of stone if they're just gonna shut them out of the hut?
well, they want to be one with nature and not so much with going forward and being modern and being looking to the wonderful state of tomorrow. You know, there's going to be some cool inventions and things that we've been slowly putting together. A
Consider
little
if
jungle like this.
the stones had been kept better in reverence and the past had been remembered. Then you wouldn't have to worry about what that prophecy meant, because it would have been explained better.
That's true. That's true. But we never really saw eye to eye.
Because have you done anything but fight?
Well, they were arguing with what was right and what.
How
It's not quite really what we need right now.
how old are you?
But,
Are you considered an adult?
yes.
Then act like one and be a bigger person and compromise and listen.
We
Dad-
sadly are. We're gonna be planning some stuff so we can get that stone back.
Wow, okay. Their intelligence is
See-
like a -2. I can't do this. They look at Cass.
What does a -2 mean?
Well, see, in theory, if you took things on a scale of 1 to 20, I put them underneath that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So you're saying it's just like piece of cake? Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, I prefer pie, but you know.
Yes, that too.
Also, you're a bird. Should you eat
Weh.
cake?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Sounds like you
found
don't
it
talk
too-
about a lot of things.
Oh no, we don't.
Talking is quite important. I mean, it does help with a lot.
Communication,
Yeah.
more importantly.
It seems to me that you guys are only interested in the future, and the others are only interested in the past. And our dad says that when you only look in one direction, you're gonna get blindsided.
No, that's actually a pretty good point. Okay. Hey, Jerry, take that note. You write it down. Hey, you write it down. Put it on the leaf.
Have you ever considered that you would not be where you are now without the past? Innovation and progress have origins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how you make progress. You make inventions, and you make better inventions off of those inventions, and then it keeps
Exactly.
going.
Which is why it's very important to remember what came before in case you need to reference it in advance.
Oh, not if we already got it perfected.
Okay, wonderful. We'll get rid of everything you've ever done, but keep what is currently here.
Oh, you only need what you need, right?
That is a lie, but okay, I'm not getting through. Cass, this is awful.
Alright.
They flop down on your shoe. They have given up.
You did your best. She like
They're
gives
being
them
dramatic.
a little pat,
They're like,
little like pat on the head.
they are literally a bird brain. I can't do this.
Oi. Alright. Well,
You're not all bird.
fair enough. Listen, I know where you're coming from, and innovation is quite important, but it's not everything. I mean, you don't have to throw away everything else. I'm a leather worker. We have much better ways of making things, but I choose to do it with my hands because I find that it leads to better results. So, if you think about it in a way that, well, I suppose not everything has to be made perfectly efficiently to be good. People put in their time and their work into stuff and appreciating how things were done in the past That's what makes things special. Did you ever think about that?
It's like you say all of that, and you can see Ollie is just nodding behind you. He's like, yes, that. I wanted to say that, but I can't.
Do I need to roll persuasion?
Oh, yeah, let's do that, and with a hint of advantage, since you already got somebody beside you in agreement. Which is Ollie.
Oh,
Ollie used the help action.
oh, good. Because that's a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20. Yeah, the bird, he kind of squints at you, looks at Ollie, sees that kind of reaction. Thanks for a minute. Yeah, okay, I guess we can try. I don't know how those bird brains are gonna do it, but, what's it to it? We can try. If you can get past our little area first to get the stone, then yeah, you could probably do that, I guess. Just, don't break it any farther. Seriously, don't break it.
We won't. Thank you, though. I think that you'll appreciate what we end up finding, and it'll be better for everyone.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope we can get some nice city view, you know? It'll be really nice. Yeah, we'll work out the details later.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
As you guys go on ahead, finally make yourselves into another small hut. This time, it looks like there is an actual door in this one and not a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie is
And this
trying the door.
Are you trying to open the door?
I mean, I will let you describe the door further, but yeah, if no one stops her, she's gonna try.
You immediately grab onto the doorknob, and you can hear the doorknob speak up suddenly. Oh,
Good.
hey! You can't just squeeze onto me like that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I see there's quite a few of you here. You got a big tall one over here and a bunch of small ones here too.
I hand
Very
that
little one.
Gustav has not moved from Cass's shoe. They've just died on it.
Cass has nothing wrong with this. Cass is fully in.
So in order to pass, I'm afraid you're gonna have to answer a password of sorts, you know? It's gonna be kind of tough to get.
Is it a knock-knock joke?
It's
Oh,
not
no,
Echo,
no,
is it?
No, not that. Why would it be Echo? I don't think I would understand. Why would it be Echo?
Just a guess.
Well, we'll at least give it a shot.
Okay. Let me just think back for a minute to remember what kind of thing was I gotta remember the little riddle that went with that password.
Knock on wood.
Oh yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Let us.
Let us who?
Let us in. Peace.
Ha. That's a
Well,
good
that's
one.
pretty good.
That was a good one. Haven't heard of that one before.
Well, I'm guessing you don't get out much.
Oh no, not many people come over here.
Maybe try opening up some more.
Oh, I should.
Like now? Maybe?
Oh, I can't do that until you see the password.
Okay, can we
It's
have a
not
hint?
password, is it?
No, it's not a password. If it was, I would have opened already.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Woohoo!
Let's see what you got. 7.
Sorry, that was B plus 2. So 7, 8.
Still-
That's a 9. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't pass.
I licked the door.
Can Skipper try investigation? Because
Sure.
there's less animals around to distract him now.
The door tastes like
Oh.
wood.
Ooh, Skipper, you're going good.
Ooh.
Well then. Suppose I could try to bring you something? I just need to remember what it was. I say as I quickly try to go through my notes again.
You're so
You're
valid.
so valid, beloved.
I pat you. I feel that.
I hand you, Gustav has started playing rock, paper, scissors with Ellie in the background.
Yes.
Just like, okay, paper.
Rock.
Woo! Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. Okay.
Scissors.
Oh, I got rock again.
Ellie is shouting because she is losing handedly.
Okay, let's try again. Okay, ready? Shoot.
Rock.
I also got rock. Shit.
Oi, language.
Oh, apologies.
You can hear the doors finally figuring out what on earth was in his mind again.
Didn't mean
yes,
to
now
be,
I remember.
Didn't mean to have
Oh,
foul
this
language.
one should be an easy password. I remember they gave me this password recently, too. So, the riddle is, I am a bird, I am a fruit, I'm also a person. So what am I?
Kiwi?
Is that a person?
I don't know, it could be. I don't know anyone named Kiwi, but it's a bird and a fruit.
Oh, well, I suppose you would be right then, but I still can't open the door.
A bird and
Yes,
a
that's not-
fruit.
True.
I can legally change my name to Kiwi and then we'll be right.
Oh, but then that wouldn't be your proper name, would it?
If I legally change it, yes, it would be.
That
You could
might
change
take
your name
a
right
bit
here.
while. I don't.
Yes, no, it would be, but it, they
What
just
other
fall down.
fruits are there?
So I am a bird, I am a fruit, I am also a person.
Okay, so out of character, the first thing that's coming to mind for me, and I know it's not correct, is coconut, and I'm pretty sure that's because of the whole coconuts are mammals thing.
Oh yeah, it's not coconut. It's not coconut.
Birds aren't mammals either!
Yeah.
I know, this is why I wanted to share it, because I'm like, that's definitely not the answer.
Oh my gosh.
I just imagined it, like, Ellie in one of those buzzer quizzes hitting the button being like, coconuts!
Yep.
While their sister's
Because
like,
Skipper
no.
rolled a 17
Yeah.
for this one. I will give you another clue. It is definitely a bird that you have mentioned earlier in the game. Or at least we've done so during our little break time.
Mm.
Ah, dang it, I wasn't here.
We went through a lot of birds.
We went through
Skipper,
a
this
lot of
bird.
birds.
Bird. Let's see, let me see.
This bird is pun worthy, is what I'm understanding then.
Skipper, you know that this bird comes from New Zealand.
But
At
it's
least in
not
real
Kiwi?
world.
Is it not kiwi?
Well, he did say it is, but he hasn't said anything else. Was that your answer?
I suppose, but I don't know how it's a person.
Maybe there's
I'm
somebody
not
here
sure how
named
it's a
Kiwi.
person. There's probably somebody named it.
I mean, they look around. We're a 9-quill, probably.
But if
Well,
they
then
were
most
named it,
likely is.
then you could have a dog named Kiwi, or a cat named Kiwi, or a dragon named Kiwi. That's a
You
cool
could
name
have
for
all
a
of those,
dragon.
for sure.
A Kiwi
Sure, there
dragon.
was a bird named one too.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Then yes.
a kiwi bird.
Kiwi.
Okay. Well, I suppose I could try open it. I guess I'm still locked.
Well, that sucks.
I don't know
Damn.
why. Surely that's the answer, though.
Hey, Joka.
You just come back to another day.
Hey,
I had
Joka.
birdseed in my mouth.
Do you know any birds named Kiwi or what the heck this door is talking about?
Well, I know there's definitely plenty of birds named Kiwi. There are birds that are quite literally called Kiwi bird. So that's definitely the answer, but this guy doesn't seem to understand that you should be opening up now, right?
You know any birds named other names that are fruits? Maybe not their species.
Do you know any
like
fruity birds?
Called orange? I don't think there are any orange birds. At least
Banana?
not literally called the orange bird.
Are there a banana bird?
I don't think there's a banana bird. At least not that I know of.
I think Layla is gonna, once there's like a lull in the conversation, Layla's gonna say very softly,
Are we looking for a key?
Oh, I think you already got the key. It's just, for some reason, my door doesn't want to open.
Wonderful. That is totally convenient. One moment. Gustav walks over and looks around and just kind of yells out into the bird city, "Is anybody named Kiwi?"
The birds just kind of look back. There's a couple birds that do perk up. Like, yeah, that's my name. Yeah, what?
Do you have a key to this door?
No, I don't.
Well, that's not
Do
helpful,
not.
but thank you for your time. They turn around. I got nothing.
Question out of character. What kind of bird is Cass again?
A Brahminy kite.
No, that wouldn't be it then.
I was thinking it might be a play on kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well be that. For sure, you guys got the right answer. There's something that doesn't seem to be letting the door open up.
Oh, wonderful.
There's a certain way to go about the answer. You know how the painting was that you had to find something else to make that answer work, not just saying it?
Oh.
Instead of finding an item here, you might need to find another way to get that door to open.
Hey, door. Pretty
Be as
please, can
simple
you
as,
open?
like, I'm afraid I can't open until the password is said.
Damn.
He says that, even though you guys have already said Kiwi multiple times now.
What about I am Kiwi?
Should I introduce myself to you then?
Sure.
Oh, hi. I guess Boris Door. What would be your name before the other thing?
Well, hello, I'm Gustav. They do a little bow. It is very nice to meet you. A pleasure.
That is very nice. Why would you want to change your name?
I don't know. Mainly to get through a door, apparently. I have low standards for names, apparently.
So you wouldn't mind changing it?
If I had to get through this door in this moment, yes.
I think the one last clue I'll give for this one. Ollie's writing down, well, I can't say it, but it seems like we've all said it, and it doesn't seem to work, but something else has to say it, maybe.
Maybe we can just dig under the door. They look at the dirt underneath the door.
Can't really see anything beneath the door, unfortunately.
Do we have to find a kiwi and bring it back to you? You know,
Boris,
like
no.
bringing you the
You don't
key?
have to bring anything, you just gotta bring yourself.
Can you say kiwi?
Want me to say it?
Yes. Say
Want
kiwi.
me to say it?
Yes.
Oh, I like that plan.
And the door opens up.
Well, what do you know? What the flip?
Oh, we figured it
I
out.
never would have known.
Right.
It's been
Well-
such a while.
Now you do. Congratulations on learning something new.
Ellie is doing like a fist pump, like dance in the air, around, like in front of the door.
Gustav makes prestidigitation make it sound like lots of people are applauding.
You want applauding? You want applauding?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Hey!
He's like whistling like, good job! You did it. Let's go through the door.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get inside. Guys get inside, and again, there is another little pedestal, and this time, well, the pedestal looks like it's a little bit more modernized than like your old school kind of stone-looking one.
Man, they really go all out.
Regardless, it has that little piece on it.
Oh.
I mean, if no one's gonna do anything, Ellie's gonna pick it up again.
Cass is wide-eyed, like a grabby hand, shiny thing.
I just imagine Gustav skittering up, grabbing it, hopping down, walking over to Cass and being like, you want the shiny? And she'll just shake it.
I do. Can I have the shiny?
Yes.
Can I
Hold the shiny. Hey, have you ever considering if you want to do something, just doing it? You are too polite sometimes.
That is good life advice. I'm gonna write that down someday when I get back.
Wow.
If we get back, hopefully when the storm is done.
I am concerned
Speaking of the
about you.
storm, as you're mentioning the storm, you do begin to notice that you can hear a bit of thunder outside.
Oh boy. She takes it and just like holds close, but is like, maybe we should get going.
Maybe put that in
Why
your hammer
not? Yeah.
space.
Oh, right. I forget about
Okay,
that
well-
sometimes.
Let's see if we can get the birds all together. We need to get upside to that little hut and get inside, quick.
Huh, good point.
Got the third piece myself here.
Oh, nice.
Held on to it.
What faction of the birds are you with, or are you a neutral party?
I guess you could say I'm a neutral party. There's not many of us.
Wonderful. Where are the others?
Hiding in the jungle, honestly.
So you
I'm
don't
a little
live.
too nervous to break things up.
You don't live in either town.
Not really, no.
Good to know. Cool.
Let's go. Let's head on over to the hut.
They are running.
Should we?
Don't forget to get the birds along the way.
Yeah,
Bring these
I
guys over.
was gonna
Quickly.
say, like, should we split up to get the birds, to go to the hut so that we can all get inside?
I think just to save on time, just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
just say that you guys definitely do like split into like 2 teams of 2, basically.
Hmm.
Go get each group over. As you guys do, you can tell that the birds, they don't really want to stand beside each other at all, but they know that they kind of are going to have to learn to get past that.
Would it be 3 groups of 2?
Oh yes, there'd be 3 groups, because of the third bird as well, but they probably snuck in as they go.
Right.
Again,
right,
there's
right.
not as many of them.
Yeah, but we'd also probably need to get the neutral birds from the forest as well. So
Yeah, they just kind of come in on their own. They begin to notice, okay, everybody's showing up here. Okay. At this point, you are making your way up the hill. Finally, you can begin to see the bit of the hut. You can see that it's made out of bamboo and wood. It looks pretty sturdy for what it is. It's like it's very naturally built. Fairly large size. Big enough to fit all of the birds here. And you guys make it in, and, well, you make it to the door, rather, and there is still a bit of a stone that you need to place back into that spot.
Cass places her piece.
yeah, I should roll hammer space. Give me a moment.
Oh, right. I put it. Heck, please don't fumble. Please don't fumble. Please don't fumble. Oh,
Ooh, that was close.
close. Okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Honestly, it's pretty good it went in the order that it did too, because that would have been a fumble for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, the piece comes out very easily out of Ellie's hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need the BRB really quick for a moment.
Oh, no worries.
Gustav is just gonna look at Cass and be like, so have you ever considered, therapy?
Someone said that to me a wee bit ago, and I think it's probably a good idea.
It would probably be a good idea.
I'll look into that.
I say this with affection.
Well, thank you. It helps to know people like you who actually care.
Yes. Also, it is also good to see people who are willing to work on themselves. Also, you would just do better if you do yourself.
Do they have therapists in hell?
Yes, actually they do.
Huh.
Oh.
It's a very hard job, so you gotta make sure your mental health is okay.
Oh, also I've returned, and if you hear any bangs in the background, it's because as we were recording this, it is Canada Day. So, there's fireworks outside.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Fireworks just went earlier over here too, because I don't hope that my mic didn't pick them up, but I can hear the Disney fireworks. Okay, good. It was the Disneyland fireworks.
You're
It's
good.
just-
I'm
Keep
cat
forgetting
sitting.
you're like that close.
Yeah, that's always my reminder of, hey, you should probably think about like wrapping up whatever you're doing because it's late.
yeah.
I'm cat sitting
I think
this
we're making it
weekend
to the end.
because of the 4th of July, and the cat gets nervous.
Oh, baby. And I also
Fun.
realized I might need somebody's backup recording because I realized I had myself on mute for like half the game, apparently, on my own recording.
Oh no!
Well, I'm glad we
That's
have backups then.
It's fine. We got backups, so we can make this work. We can still make it work.
Fun
So
fact:
now you guys have
Ellie
made it up
has
to the door.
fireworks in her fumble table.
Oh my
Wonderful.
God.
Canada Day in
That'd
game.
be very fitting. That could be very fitting, depending on what we're going to be ending up doing here. You guys got the stone pieces. You got the birds begrudgingly coming back together.
Yes, indeed.
And all we got now to worry about is getting into this hut.
The fireworks in the
There is a
background
slot for the gem.
are just it's just the storm.
Yeah, it's just the storm
It's
actually.
the storm. It's the storm. We need to get in quick before it rains on you all.
Oh my god.
I think we pulled out the pieces from Hammer Spaces and put them in the door. Was what happened right
Okay.
before.
Broker's gonna do the same. I'm gonna make him do a little. Yeah, he pulls it out. He puts it in. Puts it in with his beak. And with that, you can hear a couple little bits of the door begin to unlock, and it opens up.
Man, that storm sounds
What
really
are you guys
weird.
waiting for? What are you waiting for? Quit looking in there. You should get inside.
Okay.
Yeah, fills in because in.
Inside we go. Inside we go.
Gustav hitches a ride on Ellie's foot.
Yeah, she's fine with this. Though I think she's sticking close to the door to make sure all the birds get in.
Oh, absolutely. You got to make sure everybody's inside.
Skipper is also absolutely hoping getting as many birds in as possible.
Don't worry, we
Oh,
have an endless
yeah.
supply of treats. Look at this man. They are a walking vending machine.
Oh, we certainly do. It's very good.
They are delicious.
They are. They're very tasty. We should be pretty comfy in this little area.
I'm glad we all made it work out.
Well, sort of. We still have to make the compromise.
Yes, well, while we're all here, I suppose we should talk about that.
Yes, they literally can't
We
go
are all
anywhere.
in
We have a
here.
captive audience.
Exactly. You guys are now in this hut together with all of these birds. And mind you, it actually feels kind of nice and warm in the hut. It feels a little dark. There's, well, natural lighting and everything, but you can tell that there's a lot of perches like towards the top of the area where all these birds are now sitting upon.
Are there
Very
flowers?
warm, very cozy. There's a lot
One
of
moment.
nature inside as well.
Good.
It's not
Good.
too big, but it's definitely enough that fits everybody inside.
My brain won't stop singing in the tiki room.
Same.
Yep.
You can smell it.
Ellie knows the cantrip light, so she's gonna light up a kiwi fruit and just put it in the center of the room so that people can see.
Alright, you do that. You tell that the city bird's like, oh, I really like that. That is great. I like that. This makes it a lot better. We should have more of these. We should have more of these around.
I mean,
You can see that the more serious bird is like, well, I suppose we do have a nice warm look to them.
I don't know if birds can learn magic, but I can try and teach you it if you would like.
Oh, that would be great. That would be perfect for the stuff that we gotta do. So, the compromise. What are we agreeing to here?
Oh, well, I think the plan, if I'm understanding correctly, is that we wanted to keep everything here in the hut the way it is, but we can build and renovate around it. You know, keep everything up to date, but keep the history in place at the same time.
Okay. Well, as long as you're keeping majority of, our past and all that here, that would be pretty good.
It is good to remember where you came from, so that as you progress, you can see how far you have come.
That is exactly what we mean. It's good to keep that in mind.
And that doesn't mean letting things go to ruin either. You can keep it up to date with refurbishments and, new paint and making sure it's, not in a state of decay, but you don't want to get rid of the history that's here.
Yes, and if there's light in here and not fire, that means you eliminate the fire hazard.
You tell the birds, just slowly nodding, like, okay, I guess I could get on board with that. I think a lot of us could get on board with that.
Avoid, safety. OSHA.
Besides, if you have a mix of
Bird
both,
equivalent of OSHA.
The birdsha? I don't know.
I can advise against fire as well. Yeah, at least if you're gonna do it, make it really, really safe. You don't want to have an incident.
It would be a little awkward if it burned down.
Oh, don't say that in front of Cass. Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean,
Well, I guess you got a point there. I mean, the lights would be pretty handy, and
Obviously, it would
probably
have
look
been.
into trying what kind of magic we can use to get better food and all that stuff too.
I mean,
matter.
even if it had been done, obviously it would have been an accident, and you could figure it out from there. But still,
let's not entertain the idea.
fair enough.
So, what about our side? What are we compromising? I mean, we gotta have more than just a light, right?
Well, again, you can make sure the structure is more sturdy. Maybe make
Okay.
sure that maybe keep the aesthetic of the old, but using new material.
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
we could probably look into that. Jerry, can you write that down again?
I'm guessing that's the bird with thumbs.
Oh, he doesn't have thumbs. He's just using his beak.
Oh, impressive.
Look, when you don't have thumbs, you gotta find a way to write stuff down. You gotta keep a list somewhere.
I do suppose I have that advantage. Well, I guess a good question to ask is, who's not happy with this compromise?
yeah, is there
Ask
anything
that,
that's
and,
missing?
all the birds kind of begin to look at each other, as if to go, well, is it anybody? I guess everybody's in agreement.
Also consider the fact that what an interesting architectural challenge it will be, using new materials but making it look the same.
Well, that'll be definitely a challenge. I think we can agree on that, eh? Hey, old bird, yeah? I suppose, yeah.
Besides, if you have a mix of the things, then it makes them more unique and special. Like, if you've got ways to get lots of food, but then that makes the food that's foraged um, like by beak, more like that's like it's more special.
Right, exactly. Like, that's what I was saying about me leather. You can manufacture leather with magic or fancy machines that people have tried to invent, but it's not the same as knowing that a bracelet or a piece of armor that you own is handmade, that someone spent hours toiling over it and making it as best as they could. There's just something about that you cannot replace with machinery.
When you don't have to worry about hunger, you can take more time and effort into the foraging.
Exactly.
I guess that's a good point. So, I guess the tall one does it. Do you got any more birdseed for this for us?
Skipper is going. I love how Skipper's main role in this entire game has just been the snack container.
Bird buffet.
Yeah.
Well, very
Reaches
much
into his
appreciate some
hairspace.
more birdseed.
And pulls out more birdseed.
This
Besides, I would
man,
love to get to know you better, mister. You seem to know your food.
this man is a gift.
Well, I mean, I take care of a lot of animals, so I do my best to always have enough. Though I might be getting
Well, we
low
should probably
soon.
have you visit sometime. Maybe we can have we can work out like a buffet or something.
Oh, can we visit? Can we?
Oh, that would be
Of
fantastic.
course.
I'd love that.
Probably do that, yeah.
What did you roll, Candle?
That was a whiz save for Ellie, who's been seeing the rest of her companions and all these birds trying the bird seed over the entire course of this session. And is like, what is the big deal about? And was tempted to try the bird seed.
I hand you that even this
Oh my
bat has eaten the
God.
bird seed.
Yeah.
Okay, I might just ignore that though. She's trying some of the bird seed.
It's actually quite good. It should be people friendly.
You are handed some birdseed.
Who's
Do we
trying
know
it?
what kind of birdseed?
The good kind.
Don't
Yeah,
know
it's the
if
gourmet
she likes
kind.
it.
Ooh.
It's got
I'm
sunflower
gonna roll
seeds
for
in it.
that.
It's, yeah, I assume lots of nuts.
It's salted.
Seeds. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh
likes
my
it.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah, we got the goods.
Skipper knows
If
their
anyone
bird
knows his
seed.
stuff, then that means we're gonna have to get into contact with you another time, so maybe we can work out some transactions, maybe something.
Well,
I don't know.
Of
We
course,
can
I mean,
trade. Maybe I can trade some berries or something. Yeah.
no need. I wouldn't mind helping.
You now have
Oh,
a man
you're
on the
lucky then.
inside.
Yeah, man, quite literally a man on the inside.
Yes.
That's to do. And I'll probably come back and help. I mean, a whole community of birds. I certainly want to get to know you all better. And, it's a good place to stretch me
sure.
wings.
If there's any tradition that we're gonna keep here, it's that we always do welcome more people in.
Good. Yes.
That's what we would do before, Well, we won't go
Hmm.
into that detail right now.
Contention. Yes.
Well, I suppose, even though there is a storm, we avoided the war.
So we have. Good job.
So what does that mean now? Do we all sing and the sun comes out?
Maybe.
Oh, I was joking. I'm terrible at singing.
I mean, we can always try.
Come on,
Begins
we
to
can't
kind
be
of
that
fly
bad.
to the center. It begins to fly to the center of the room, onto like a little spot for him to sit on. He goes, well, since you guys got to help us out, I mean, I don't think any of us are going to argue if we sing a little song together.
I say we do
What do
it.
you think? You want this little
Yeah.
song? Because we could definitely do that. I mean, it's gonna take a bit until we wait for the rain to ease up so you all can go back home.
I know a really long song.
I'm just thinking, all the birds of a feather.
And the tiki 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 boo.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna sing 99 bags of birdseed, but that's also good.
I know the song that never ends.
I don't
I
like
know
the
that
sound
one.
of that.
Fun that never ends.
Yes, you just keep on going.
Well, what kind of
Well,
do you have
this
any
one's not as
traditional
long, but
songs
hopefully
here?
it. I guess I don't know if we would call it traditional per se, but it's one that we all know.
It could
I
just
like the sound of that.
yeah.
So, as you guys begin to hear them get into position to sing
Oh my
along, you can hear the rain thundering outside pretty well. But despite the rain and the kind of feelings outside, it feels bright and cozy inside of this hut. You know, it's peaceful, almost tranquil enough. You know, there's plenty of flowers and nature amongst all these birds. A lot of carvings amongst the architecture. And these birds just seem kind of finally at ease. There's a compromise set in because of all of you, and they all seem really happy. Enough that you could sing like the birdies sing.
I'm sorry, I cannot resist singing this song.
No, that's encouraged.
I don't know this
Sing
song.
like the birdies sing. Tweet, 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 tweet. Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Sweet, 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 sweet. Let's all whistle like nightingales. Give your fruit a tree. Take your time from the birds. Now you wanna know birds. Tweet, 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 tweet. Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Tweet, 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 my bird that sings sweet. Let's all warble like nightingales. God, that's magnificent. Take your time from zebras, now you all know words. Sing along with us.
Now we want you people down there to sing along with us birds up here. Hold together now. Let's sing like the birdies sing.
Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
Tweet, 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 tweet,
Tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet,
tweet.
Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Let's all warble like nightingales.
Let's all warble like nightingales.
Tweet.
Give your tree.
Take your time from the birds.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Oh,
that
y'all
was
did so good.
fantastic.
Look at all of you.
Ike, I love you so much.
I'm gonna cry.
Why are you crying? Why would you cry?
It was a fun song, though. You guys did wonderful.
I'm guessing
Oh, that is
nostalgia.
beautiful. Yes.
Well, I think the rain has finally stopped.
Oh,
I think
I
it
think we
has.
avoided the whole storm.
Wow,
What
it's,
do you say we take a look outside, eh?
mhm. Wow, it's almost like that prophecy was accurate or something. They look at that one bird from the city.
Well, we did quite amazing. I think we can. I will say while we were singing along, I was taking a look around the room a little bit, and I might have found some little goodies to give each of you.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
You know, just sort of like a little thank you. Yeah, like a little thank you gift.
oh, it was our pleasure. I had such a great time today. You all are lovely.
I'm glad to hear it.
Congratulations on the bird
Well, don't
support
just stand
group.
there. Hold your hands out. Hold your hands out here.
Oh,
Hold your little mitts out. Whatever
Little
you got
tiny
here.
hands.
me
Hello.
physically holding my hands into the air.
Me not doing that.
Now.
In the air, you gotta put them in front of you. Put them in front of you.
They are in front of me.
Yes, they are in front.
Yep. Ellie immediately heads out.
Cass closes her eyes.
Yep.
Oh,
As
okay.
each of you begin to hold your hands out, or at least getting yourself ready to hold on to something, depending size, each of you get about a very large doubloon-esque looking coin.
Oh. Is it shiny?
It is shiny.
Cass is immediately enamored.
It looks like each coin sort of has like a matching pattern towards each other on the one side of it, though.
Oh. Do they all go together?
Well, I have to guess so. They look like they all come from the same little area, I guess. I didn't quite
Cass
look
is
at them
holding
very
hers up.
carefully.
Cass is holding hers up toward the rest of the group, like, come on, let's connect them. It's a puzzle.
Gustav kind of
Papers.
hops over and holds it up above his head. He's short.
Ellie's immediately holding hers out and then stops, turns around, grabs Lola, immediately holds hers out as well.
Well, he's just gonna like make this slightly easier by allowing Gustav to sit on his hand, so we can lift him up a little bit.
Oh, thank you, good sir.
So you guys begin to put it together, and as you do, place all of them together. There's a map. Looks like a map.
Oh.
It's a
Oh.
map!
It's a map, it's a map.
I? Oh.
What?
Funny enough, that map. Maybe each of you guys could roll a history in case you know the area to some extent.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I don't think this is the character I have that has
History.
history.
Yeah, I don't think Cass is gonna get
Oh.
anywhere with this. I'm gonna do it at disadvantage.
This is one of my wildly different modifiers between my
That's a
two.
one. That's a
It's a
one.
one.
That's
What's a
one.
map?
Cass knows nothing. Cass is like, is it a map? I don't know.
Boy, is this all
It's
shiny.
definitely a map.
It's just
Shiny,
the
but it's a
shiny.
map.
I love that I got wildly different proficiencies in this, and they rolled the same.
Yeah.
Listen,
Siblings.
great minds think alike.
Yep.
Skipper, you probably got the highest roll out of everybody here, a dirty 20.
No, it's not a dirty 20.
Oh,
It's a no. I remind
Oh,
you of
wait, oh,
Skipper's
18.
modifiers.
There we go, 18. There we go. That's right, 18. But still, you got the highest out of everybody else.
Congratulations.
So-
Woohoo! It's all the
You know your
birdseed
area
karma.
pretty dang well. You know the rivers of this area. You've seen some stuff along the sides of the river while you're out on your boat here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Skipper, you recognize this map to some extent. You slightly remember seeing something similar in Ollie's house before. You've seen it up on his wall. It was just like a general map of like the main area. So it's not that far away.
Skipper is instantly grabbing Ollie and pulling him over and pointing at it in excitement.
Ollie has to take a minute to readjust himself so he's not too close to the coins. And he kind of like fixes his glasses a little bit and that looks right. Just kind of looks at you and just like, yeah. Nodding. Yep.
Do you think
So-
we can go?
He's gonna nod. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Adventure!
Wonderful. Can I hit your
Adventures out
ride?
there.
Because this is towards the very end, I will definitely make this a little bit of a jump cut via montage, because tunes.
Can I really quick just say that Cass is gonna ask, like, I mean, if you want to find it easier, I suppose Gustav and I could try looking at it from the sky as we fly above you.
Alright, we can fly. I just copied your accent on accident. Shit.
I did that earlier with you, and then I covered it up, so
I can't do accents unless I hear somebody else do them. Yeah. I can't.
Cass and Gustav switch accents for a day.
Oh no. It's gonna end so
logic.
poorly.
Ollie agrees to that plan. Sure, you guys can take a look up in the sky.
Cass
Lunchtime,
puts
you guys
on
do
her
exactly
goggles,
that.
launches in the air. Yes!
Gustav just hitches her ride.
You
Nice.
will fly into the air, and you do in fact see it. It's not too far away. It kind of looks like it's just like out in a bit of the distance from Teehee's Overlook. So even from Teehee's Overlook, you could sort of see it already, just not very well because of the trees. A bird's eye view? Oh yeah, you can definitely tell. Or I guess a bad eye's view, if you put it this way too.
Thank you.
And so you guys begin to hike on over. It doesn't take very long, and it's just a little further away, and you take a look, and there is a vault door on the side of some rock, some rubble.
Does this door talk too? Hello, door.
This door does not talk.
Okay, cool.
It's just a vault door.
Um,
Looks fairly old. It looks like it's never been opened.
Man,
so,
I wonder how it's never been opened if there's things inside, though.
if the others have catching up, Ellie has proficiency in lock picks.
Okay.
Well, it may be unlocked.
I hand you that, well, I'll do that if it's locked, which it probably is, but...
Well, you guys can certainly try.
Do you want to give it a good college try?
Cass has 8 strength. Cass is gonna let someone else try.
Oh,
Right, who has
Oh.
high strength.
Cass looks at Skipper.
My
Skipper has 17th strength.
my boy got a 6
Ollie is
strength.
going to hesitantly look at Skipper. I don't think Ollie's ever seen him actually like show huge amounts of strength just yet.
Oh,
Aside from
dude,
maybe carrying cargo and stuff around.
did you get to be the elephant?
Actually, rage would give him. I'm gonna flavor this. I know how to flavor this. If he doesn't get it right, he may go into rage.
I can pretend that the door is insulting you. Will that make you angry?
Skipper just kind of blinks and goes, it's no worry. No, I can just try. And would that be a strength saving throw or a check?
Let's say a strength check.
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy.
Okay.
I hand you.
Skipper, you try.
I hand you.
Skipper, you try to. It just doesn't budge. It seems like it's really tight. You'll need something to
Alright.
really yank it open.
Can I, Spec? Can I help you flavor this?
Mm-hmm.
You have a little bat jump up and be like, "Skipper, you can do this. I believe in you. Do it for the birds." And they give you
There
bardic
is-
inspiration.
There is a
Words.
moment as Skipper pauses and there's this, he takes a deep breath and you watch as he grows almost 2 feet taller, and I sent the ref earlier, his ears become these giant elephant ears and his tusks form out and his outfit grows with him, and there's now a elephant just standing there, and he's going to try and do it again, and this time he gets
It's
advantage
drugged,
because
I hope.
He gets
Yeah, you get
advantage, and
advantage.
Yeah.
he gets a plus 1d6 if needed.
we'll see if needed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
mean-
I think that first one will do it.
First one will do it.
21.
Cass is
21.
staring. Cass gives you
Open it.
I love the idea of like turns into
Yeah.
elephant, and my bat's like, "Oh shit!" jumps off.
Ellie is absolutely, again, there's stars in her eyes. She's just like, this is amazing. This is the coolest thing ever.
You weren't kidding.
Oh, you look very cool.
Skipper unlocks it and then he just kind of turns and kind of sheepishly rubs at the back of his neck as he shrinks back into his normal form.
Oh,
Strength of an
that-
elephant.
that
Can
was
you teach me to
incredible.
do that?
Oh yeah!
I don't think it's something I can just. I mean, it's just something I've always been able to do. And he's just very
Aw.
flustered now.
Gustav does the
Aw.
applause thing again.
So
Well,
you guys
it was-
finally opened it.
Yeah, what's inside? I mean, everything. Get over
Ollie's
elephant.
kind of
what's inside?
curious. Ollie's like, as you guys are discussing and complimenting each other, Ollie's gonna slowly take a step inside because, well, hey, there's secrets in here. We ought to see what's inside. And
Yeah.
as we do, we begin to see that it still kind of has like that same wooden sort of theme, just like the teehee hut that you were in before. Has that warm, comfy feeling, some nature of leaves and flowers here and there, some carvings in the walls, roof. Coming down from the roof, it's like a little spot just for some birds, which, well, some of the birds must have followed you because now there is a whole bunch of them just sitting on it, looking relaxed and happy. Below it, however, there is a fountain. It looks bright and it has a lights going on about it. It makes the fountain look like it's purple and pink and very cozy colors, evidently.
Hmm.
Yes.
I hand you that. Gustav had decided to sit on Layla's shoulder and is like, going, touch it.
Okay, so you picked the twin that is less likely to touch it, which is hilarious to me.
I know. Gustav's like, adventure.
You just get a look, and then a sigh, and then she's like,
I
hand's
can-
gonna reach out.
I can roll persuasion if you want.
Yes, please do.
Mwahaha. Man, if I flub this, it's gonna be hilarious. 7. You don't trust this bat.
Yeah. You just get this like deadpan look. It's like, no.
One day we'll get you to be rebellious.
Darcy Booka also fly in during this. It's like, oh my goodness! I didn't think this fountain really existed.
Oh, cool. Gustav hops down and touches the water.
It feels nice and cold, but not too cold. It's just the right temperature. Just right.
He drinks it.
No! Cass is
you
gonna
to
try to
roll.
stop. Cass is gonna try to like put a hand in front and just like no.
Gustav, if you drink it, can you roll 1d8 for me?
Yes, I
Oh,
would
God.
love to. Hello, I'm
Oh,
here to be
God.
stupid. 1d8. It's a 5.
Oh.
You gain 5 health points, which is
Oh,
more
never
than
mind.
You already have.
Oh,
Oh, like permanent or temporary?
Temporary.
Gustav like, oh guys, the water does shit. Takes another drink.
Get another health point added. Just one.
Okay.
Oh. It's
Okay.
magical water.
Yeah, that makes you healthy and stiff.
Yeah, they said that apparently this was supposed to be called the Enchanted Fountain or something, but we just thought it was just some folktale. Didn't know it was real.
And it's just been locked up in this vault.
Guess so.
Gustav pulls out a water bottle.
It might not work when you take it away from the fountain.
Well, I guess
don't
we'll
know how
find
that
out.
works.
He looks at it.
Find
Cannot
out
argue
some
with
other
that.
adventure if we get to do that again. Mm.
I'm sorry.
Ollie is taking notes. He definitely seems to be pleased with what we have found. Might sound well. This is probably the second vault we have found so far for EGAD. We should probably take note of this and maybe do a bit of a debriefing back at the treehouse. Yeah.
That sounds good. Are you saying there's more?
He nods. Yes.
Oh. Then
He
yes,
breaks down-
absolutely.
in our previous adventure with a few other people, EGAD, we went into a vault that had a spot for a board game, and a light shot out when we put the board game into its slot. Light shot out and it turned into a map. There's apparently a lot of vaults all across Inkwell. That was just a section of them.
Oh.
Gustav walks over with like 3 water bottles in his arms. He's like, "Wow, that sounds amazing."
You have to read it, but you're just reading while you're trying to see over all these bottles of water.
Yes.
So, Candle, I see you rolling.
Yeah, that was Layla. She pulled out her notebook and she was attempting to sketch out the fountain, but it didn't work. I'm guessing Ellie must have like jumped on her and like the pen went and just splattered all over the drawing she was doing.
I give you that. Gustav walks over, puts the water bottles in his space, and is like, okay. You cleans it up, press the digitation, and also gives you bardic inspiration. Like, don't worry, just try again. It'll be fine.
So I see Spec, you've rolled a 1.
Yeah, there we go. That's an 18 for her sketch of the fountain.
That is
Skipper
beautiful.
was going to give her new paper, because I've mentioned before Skipper keeps a sketchbook on him. But he fumbled, so he pulls out more. I'm not going to roll a d20. He pulls out more treats.
Gustav was focused on this drawing, and then just snaps his head back to the treats and is like, "Treats?"
And then he pulls out, an actual new sketch thing, and it's about to hand it to her, and then see, she's already fixed it.
Oh.
Wait, no. Gustav like sad. Wait. Can I see the paper?
It's just a normal piece of paper.
Yes, can I see it? Can I have it?
Yeah, he hands it to you.
He turns around and you hear like the noises of like a toon doing something really quick, and then turns back and hands you like one of those paper flowers. He's like, "There."
Okay, for a second there I thought you were going to destroy Layla's drawing so that she had to use the new piece of paper.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, can you make those cranes? Can you make me one?
Well, I mean, if I am given paper, yes. Looks at Skipper.
He looks at Skipper with the biggest, like, puppy eyes.
Skipper gives you more paper.
Woohoo! You hear the same sound effect, and there's a burp.
But can you do a turtle?
Yes, actually, I have fantastic dexterity. The only problem is the reason I can do it so quickly is that you have to do it fast, otherwise it catches on fire because hell.
That makes a little sense, I think.
Gustav just
You
nods.
guys are
I'm not
going
gonna think about it too much. This is
folding
wonderful,
and
thank
your
you.
new discoveries. It seems like Ollie's just jotting down his internal thoughts for the moment, and you can
Skipper's
tell
going to
that
look.
he seems pleased.
Aw.
Everybody is
Begins
happy.
to go. Well, I guess we may not have learned too much about what these vaults are all about, but at least this is the start to something. Let's see what we find next.
Oh, the beginning
adventure?
of an adventure. Yeah, that one.
Yes, we'll have to go on to another adventure.
I like that plan.
Skipper's grinning at you.
Gustav
I
looks...
believe that is where the game ends.
That's a good. Yeah,
Okay.
Fantastic.
that's a
Thank you
good
for
ending.
playing.
Yeah!
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for DMing. This is so fun.
This
Yes.
was so much fun.
Don't forget to say goodbye to the recording.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Bye!